Rooftop Sports welcomes you to a special presentation of the National Football League.
That's not what he wanted to cook.
Good morning, everyone. This is the Rooftop Sports, and here I am to cover the Seattle Seahawks game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. And boy, is it going to be a challenge, as the Jaguars are at a 4-1 start after a huge, inspiring victory against the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending AFC championships, AFC conference champions. And now they are going to be taking on the Seattle Seahawks, who are coming off of a very difficult defeat against Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But the Seahawks will have their opportunity to redeem themselves. And I'm also awaiting by my partner, Epic C Films, as he is also expected to be here for this show. We'll be waiting for him. And also going to be taking a look at how my scoreboard is doing for the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, for my fantasy football team, it's not looking too good. I'm projected to lose badly. I'm playing against GGEZ, who is 4-1, and I'm a 1-4 team. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Well, at least I'm 2022 fantasy football champion.
Yeah, so no one can take that away from me. Still waiting on Epic C Films. All right, let's find out and see where they are. Trying to text him. And the play-by-play guy actually on Fox is going to be Chris Myers. He's actually my favorite one out of all of them. He used to be Tom Brenneman, but then he got victimed by, well, putting himself on a hot mic. That's the easiest way to explain it. Yep, there is Steve saying, let's go Seahawks, even though he's a Lions fan, which, by the way, he will be joining my show because I will be not only be doing the Seattle Seahawks game, I will also be doing the Seattle Mariners game as well. So that will be another thing to look at. Yeah, it's going to be the American League Championship Series. Don't want to talk about too much of it because I don't want to divert too much attention away from the Seahawks. It's going to be a tough game for them. They say it's a very even match. They say that the Seahawks are the slight favorites by 0.1. It's about an even, they say. So it will be very interesting. Yep, doing double duty, that's for sure, Steve. Doing double duty. I think I've never done triple duty, but that would have been an interesting thing to do. But yeah, double duty. I think I've considered triples, but I've just never made time for it. And as you can see, it is that time of the year where I'm at least gargling salt water, unfortunately. Not 100% sick, but it's like my body's just adjusting to the extreme temperatures that Washington State is all about. Quarterbacks will be Sam Darnold, and the other quarterback will be Trevor Lawrence. Game will be starting. It should be starting in just about now. Where's that Epic C Films guy? He said he was going to be here, but whatever. Maybe sometimes I don't want to be interrupted, so it is what it is. Won't bother me. So the last time the Seattle Seahawks played the Jacksonville Jaguars was in 2021, believe it or not. And that may have been Trevor Lawrence's rookie year. It was 31-7. That was Geno Smith's kind of game. Last week, Seattle, well, they lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers while the Jaguars beat the Chiefs. The Seahawks offense overall, they are 9th in the league, while their defense is 16th. And the Jaguars are about middle of the pack, but their defense is about a 23, as the Seahawks do have the edge on them on defense. So that's why maybe the Seahawks can have the edge. They're saying the players to watch is Cooper Kupp. The veteran wideout targeted a season 9 times. 9 times against the Buccaneers. So he is going to be one of the guys to look at. And then for the Jaguars, it's going to be Greg Newsome. They traded fellow cornerback Tyson Campbell to Cleveland on Wednesday in exchange for Newsome and expect him to play despite only getting 1 practice and a walkthrough. Newsome is on the final year of his rookie contract and could be a long-term solution for Jacksonville, they say. Also, the Seahawks are going to have a very difficult game already on the defensive end. Julian Love, Devon Witherspoon, and Tariq Woolen will all not be playing today. So it's going to be much tougher on the defense for the Seahawks, but we'll have to see who steps up. Seahawks are now second in the in the NFC West, while the San Francisco 49ers are still hanging on to be the number 1 in the NFC. And the Seahawks, it looks like they won the toss, and they have elected to defer as Jason Myers is going to be doing the kickoff. And we are now underway here in Jacksonville. And that's going to go all the way to the end zone, and that is going to be a touchback. Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's leading his team to a 4-1 start, a very good start for Jacksonville. His completion percentage is 72%. That was last week against Kansas City. 221 passing yards, a touchdown, and an interception. And at the halftime show, I will be showing my Retro Bowl team, as I think it's on week 6. And now here is Trevor Lawrence. And now he's going to do a fake handoff, looking to pass. He's got all day to throw. And actually, he's getting pressured, and he will go down. And that is going to be a sack on the Seahawks. It looked like he had time, but then pressure really did bottle up on him. And that's going to be a second down and a little bit longer. Jacksonville is 5th in running in the NFL. And now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass on a 2nd and 13, and he's got some time, and he's, oh no, not much. And looks like that could be a roughing the passer, unfortunately. Let's see what Clay Martin says. 11th season in the NFL. Holding on the offense. Half the distance to the goal. That's going to be a repeat second down. And now it's going to be 2nd and 22, and they are at half the distance to the goal. And now here's the pass, and that is going to be, oh my goodness, all the way. Another loss for the Jaguars, and that's going to be like a 3rd and like way too long. Unfortunately, no cable, can't watch the Hawks, so I guess I'm your guy, Steve. Epic Sea Films, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Yep, I am. This is my first game of my 2 on a doubleheader. Doing a doubleheader, doing the Seahawks and the Mariners. And now Trevor Lawrence is way deep in his own territory, as the Seahawks have already applied so much pressure. Now they're just going to run the ball and just say screw it. And now Jaguars are in a very uncomfortable position where they are going to not only have to punt, but they're going to be punting from their own end zone. So pretty good start to the defense so far.
Yes.
And also, how's your fantasy football team doing? Did you hear that I left 26 points on the bench?
By who?
It was Dallas Goedert. And now they're going to do the punt from their own. And now here is the punt. And he gets it off. And that's going all the way to the 30, and he's going to get tripped up, and that is actually good defensive field position by Jacksonville. It was excellent coverage by Jacksonville. That was Lane the third. And now Sam Darnold is going to be under center. And Sam Darnold, he did throw that interception, that game-ending interception at the end of the Buccaneers game, which was very unfortunate. But last week, he did play exceptionally well. 82% passing completion, 340-something yards, and 4 touchdown passes. So you can't really take that away from him, but that one interception still sticks out like a sore thumb. Man in motion is Jackson Smith and Jigba. And Darnold is awaiting the pass. Quick pass to Njigba, and he gets stopped immediately. And that's going to be about a 2-yard loss for the Seahawks. Are you nervous about this game?
Oh, no, I'm never nervous about the Seahawks games because the Seahawks are always a competitive team. Even if you look at the 2 games we've lost like at the end of the game. We lost by 1 score. So we've been competitive every single game. So you can't say we are a bad team because we haven't been blown out.
And now we're looking at 2nd and 11. And it's going to be a handoff to Kenneth Walker, and he doesn't really have much running lane. And he gets about a few yards. That's going to be about a 3rd and a 5.
Mm-hmm. Yo, empty the stadium is there.
Yeah. I mean, Jacksonville isn't necessarily known for a football town. Let's see how your team is doing. Epic Sea Films, you are at neck and neck with the RPO Tank.
Mm-hmm.
We're at 3rd and 7. Seahawks have got to take advantage of this. They cannot let this drive just stall. And now here's Darnold looking to pass. Now here is the pass. That's going to be incomplete. I wonder if that should be a pass interference. I question that. And they're not going to give it to him. And that's going to be 4th and 7. Did you think that was pass interference?
Let me see. I don't.
Or maybe he just tripped himself.
He just fell. It wasn't like the guy tried to like hurt him. No. So yeah, I would say no. That was a good no call.
Now we're at 4th and 7. Michael Dixon, the punt. So it's been a punt fest in the first 2 possessions.
Mm-hmm.
Now here is the punt, and let's see where this is going. This is going to the 15, and he fumbled the ball, and it goes out of bounds. So technically, the Seahawks could have in some ways gotten the ball, but it did not happen.
Yep.
And now we'll be back after this timeout.
Yep, here we go.
Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thing.
Well, Monday and Tuesday, get your 30% off or 25 to 50% off, 50% off for pizza, 25% off of bowling. And what is your favorite food when you go there?
My favorite food there, I think the Mexican.
I think
burrito.
next time I'm going to get the burger and fries, and I'm going to might do the chicken wings. The other option is going to be the pasta.
Haven't tried the pasta yet, so maybe that's the next thing I need to try on the menu.
And I think that's what we're going to do in these fantasy drafts. We're going to try like everything we can.
Mm-hmm. Interesting fact about fantasy, Joe. So
what?
The number one fantasy quarterback, point wise, average wise,
Baker
is
Mayfield.
no, that is Josh Allen. Number 2 is Lamar Jackson, who is out. Number 3 is Patrick Mahomes. Number 4 is Baker Mayfield.
Well, Baker Mayfield was drafted number 1 overall, number 2 overall.
Yeah, he was drafted number 2 in the first round. So it's like, who got the best end of the deal? Was it the Baker Mayfield? Was it me with Patrick Mahomes, or was it you with Josh Allen? Because you were 3rd round, I was 5th round. So potentially,
Now we got
I
man
got
in
the best end of
motion.
the
We
deal.
are back from the break, and now it's going to be handoff to the running back. And he actually gets a few yards. That's probably the most offense that Jacksonville has done so far.
Yeah. But I think best bang for the buck, I think I won that out of those 3 quarterbacks.
What pick did I get? That's the question.
You was 3rd round. You had the 3rd round
No,
pick.
what pick was I? Steve-O wants to know what pick I was.
Oh, for Josh Allen?
I was the 5th overall pick. So do you think that's rigging the draft? And I do have I have the draft on record, and Epic C Films, he did audit the draft.
Yeah.
Second
You
and
drafted
6.
Josh Allen 29th.
That's going to be a fake handoff. Now here is a short pass, and that actually could be a first down. That is a first down, and that gets into 26.
So someone does have Trevor Lawrence.
That was on a short pass by Trevor Lawrence.
What's funny is Jacksonville is 4-1, but Trevor Lawrence has really bad fantasy stats.
You have questionable draft shenanigans. What are you talking about? And now it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the 26. And it's going to be handoff to the running back again, and he gets plenty of room, and he gets close to a first down. That's going to be about a 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
That was a nice run.
Some people say that football is the ultimate team sport because of how many different positions you have to rely on.
That's what they say, 2nd and 2, which is why people enjoy the game. Got 2nd and 2. It's gonna be a fake handoff. Now here's Lawrence, and he gets it to the runner.
Oh, and he gets the first down.
Nice short pass, and that's gonna be a first down. Looks like Jacksonville is starting to heat up. That's why the Seahawks had to get something done on that last drive. But no, we have Sam Darnold on the team.
But here's the thing about it. If a lot of these quarterbacks, if you put them in the right system or get them around the right coach, they can be decent to great quarterbacks, most of the quarterbacks.
That was Brian Thomas Jr., their wide receiver. And by the way, I have my rookie wide receiver, but he's a corner and receiver, like you should have warned me. And now it's going to be handoff to number 1, the running back, and he's actually going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, I knew that going into the draft about Travis Hunter, where he was going to be a dual position player. So, but you always like to have that rookie, and Travis Hunter seemed like that catchy rookie. You almost would have been better drafting Aston Genty.
I didn't even start Travis Hunter anyway.
Yeah. Well, he's in there right now. That'd be funny if this is his best week.
Now it'll be 2nd and 11. And now it's going to be Trevor Lawrence looking to pass, and that's going to be a way incomplete.
Wow.
Now it's going to be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, did you see the Jets earlier lost another game? They're 0-6 now. They lost the London game.
Who did? Denver?
Yeah, Denver beat the Jets. Denver beat the Jets 13-11 in London.
Oh, wow, that's pathetic. It's going to be 3rd and 11. They're going to have to get this first down, or else they'll be forced to punt. Now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass. Here's the blitz, and now here's the pass, and that's going to be incomplete.
Sweet, we got pressure to the quarterback.
Yep, it got pressure to the quarterback, and that is going to be 4th down.
What interesting fact. Both teams have a guy with the last name Lawrence.
Yeah, they do. And now it's going to be 4th and 11. And it looks like they almost got the offsides on that one. Nope. And that was a really close one. You saw that too.
I know. I saw them move in towards it. Yeah.
And it's going to go into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback.
Yeah. What's crazy is in the pros, the touchback goes to the 35, but in college, it only goes to the 25.
I like 25's better.
You think so?
25's better challenge.
It is more of a challenge, but with the 35, it's like based on how they want those running plays to happen. If they don't make it like that nice enough, no one will run back the play. It's like they're trying to make it in a way where it's like they want more competitive running.
Yeah, now we're in commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
And the Seahawks will have to figure it out.
Yes.
Try our hand-breaded chicken tenders, perfectly seasoned and served with a choice of sides, golden fries, fluffy biscuits, homemade mashed potatoes, creamy mac and cheese, fresh side salad, fresh coleslaw, plus enjoy a dipping sauce on the side. Come in and treat yourself to the best comfort food around. Visit us today and satisfy your cravings.
Yep. Any other? Let's see. Any other big games on right now?
Cleveland Browns are playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we kind of have an idea who's going to win that one.
Yeah.
Now I wonder who's the starting quarterback since it's not Joe Flacco anymore, because Joe Flacco got traded to the Bengals.
Yeah. Well, the funny story this week is that Joe Flacco plays Green Bay. If Joe Flacco beats Green Bay again, it'd be the most hilarious season ever because you'd be like, you lost twice to Flacco.
Dylan Gabriel is the quarterback.
Yep, he's the starting quarterback. That means that if he flubs out, guess who starts? Shadur Sanders. So Shadur Sanders has a chance to start.
This is bad. This is just bad.
You see how many changes? Did you know the interesting story is that Cincinnati went around and looked for quarterbacks? They could have took Russell Wilson. They could have took
Cleveland.
Like no, Cincinnati. Cincinnati was looking for a quarterback because Jake Browning was playing so bad. But some were saying, was it his fault or was it the offensive line so bad? And they went and got him bad. And now they say Cincinnati. They're like, they chose Joe Flacco over Russell Wilson.
And we are back from the break. And it's going to be Sam Darnold back from the offense. It's going to be at the 20 from the punting. And now it's going to be handoff to Walker. And he actually gets something. And he gets about 7 yards on that.
Yep. Like, I think Seahawks fans are less nervous with Sam Darnold as quarterback versus Geno Smith. I think they have more faith in him because what we've seen so far, he has been able to control the ball better, make less mistakes. It's going to
be 2nd and 3rd. Ball on the 28. And now here's Darnold, and he's tossing it to Kenneth Walker, and that could be, nope, not a first, not even close. He doesn't even get a gain on that. And we got a flag, and that could be, I wonder what this one's going to be. It's going to be holding on the offensive lineman.
At the beginning of the season, I thought this would be a gimme game for the Seahawks.
I didn't. Not in Jacksonville. So. They have a hard time playing in Jacksonville, mind you.
No, but he's been so good on the road, our coach, and because Jacksonville has not been great the last few years, I assumed this would be an easier game. But Jacksonville actually has been surprising me this year.
I just ran into the offensive line. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 13. They should probably pass on this one. They're doing so much running. Now here's Sam Darnold looking to pass. Now here is the pass. That's going to be way incomplete. Ball intended for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Not exactly a great pass by Sam Darnold. Now it's going to be 3rd and 13.
Mm-hmm. Both teams do not have much total yards. Seahawks have 10 and Jacksonville has 24.
Now it's 3rd and 13. Seahawks have yet to convert a first down. Zach Charbonnet, the running back, and Darnold makes the pass to Jackson Smith and Jigba. I don't know if this is going to work. Nope. Obviously not. And they're not exactly throwing it downfield either. And that's going to be 4th down. It's going to be another punt. So this is now going to be the 3rd punt in a row between the two teams.
Yeah. Would you say that's bad offense or great defense?
Bad offense.
Yep.
Now it's going to be 4th and 6. And now here is Michael Dixon. He's going for the punt. And that will go into the 23. And the punt returner is going to get at least a few yards, but there is a flag.
Yep. What's this all about?
We're going to find out and see what it is. Must be on the kicking team. Illegal formation. Still scoreless opening quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Now sizzling at Apollo Mediterranean Greek food. Come enjoy our flat-top grilled Greek chicken and beef, Slovaki tender, juicy and bursting with Mediterranean flavor, served with savory yellow rice, fresh daily cut veggies for our crisp salads, homemade hummus, plus warm pita, and our signature tzatziki, perfect for a fresh filling meal made with care. Cold beer available. Order now at apollogreekfood.com. Come visit us for a delicious meal and a cold beer. We'd love to serve you.
Well, hey, we're keeping it close.
Yeah, but this game's been quite a snore fest for me.
Yeah. You can't always predict what game's going to be a good game. You can't always predict it.
I guess not.
Let's see. Okay, the Rams are playing Baltimore today.
Yeah, and Lamar Jackson's still out, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still out. But they're winning right now. The Baltimore's winning 3-0.
Well, that's good for us because that's got to help the Seahawks.
Yeah. And then Dallas is playing Carolina. Arizona's playing Indianapolis. Indianapolis winning 7-0. Arizona, I think they need to get rid of their coach and their quarterback. Arizona. I think it's time to scrap the Kyler Murray experiment. He's been there since 2019.
You were never really a believer in. Were you ever a believer in Kyler Murray?
Like, I used to not think he was that bad and stuff like that. But because he hasn't had any success in 6 years or something like that, how much time do you give somebody before you say, "Hey, the experiment's over"? You know?
Yeah. Right now he's. I'm trying to look where he's at. His best season was in 2021 when they were 9-5.
Yeah.
And did they even make the playoffs?
Yeah, one season. I think that was the season he made the playoffs. And that was the only season ever. So
they did. They got killed by the Rams, and that's going to be a handoff to the running back. And, there's a flag. And I wonder what this flag is all about.
Yeah.
going to be a face mask. Holding on the offense.
Oh, wow.
Holding call on Long.
Yeah, because like you always talk about Baker Mayfield, where he only got like 4 years and was gone there in Cleveland, and I'm like, why do some players get like 6 or 7 years with the same team, and other players get like 3 or 4 years and they're gone?
It's going to be 1st and 10 now. And looks like we got another flag going on.
Is it another false start?
Delay of game or a false start? 12-minute formation on the defense.
Oh, God.
So it's basically back to 1st and 10.
Yeah,
So
basically.
it's 1st and 15, actually.
Okay. So the play was actually worse than our play, slightly.
Yeah. Now it's 1st and 15. And now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass. Here's the pass, and that is going to be caught. It's going to be about a few yards, but it's not going to be 2nd and 10.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like we got the Colts. Daniel Jones throws a touchdown to Tyler Warren, and that is going to give them a lead against the Arizona Cardinals.
I thought Daniel Jones could be put back player of the year. I didn't know their team was going to be this good, though.
Now here's 2nd and 11. Here's Trevor Lawrence going for a big pass, and that is going to be incomplete. And no flags.
Our receiver, our defender was not even anywhere close to the guy for any flags to happen.
I guess not.
No.
A fun fact, did you know that Jacksonville, only in their 2nd season in the NFL, they made it all the way to the AFC Championship in 1996. As now we're at 3rd and 11. They had a good start. Tom Coughlin was their coach. Mark Brunell was the quarterback. Now it's going to be 3rd and 11, and it's going to be flag already, and already pressured, and now it's going to be... It could be a 1st down, but we got to see what the flag is all about.
Do you see the guy like jump or like his hand moved?
Possibly.
Yeah. So I think it's
offsides on the defense.
I saw
it. 1st down. You saw the jumping, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw the hand move. That was an obvious one. Like you'll see how obvious this is.
Yep, that'll do it. Going to be now 1st and 10. Now they're in Seahawks territory. And it's going to be handoff to the running back. And he doesn't really have much running room, and he'll maybe just get 1 yard.
Mm-hmm.
And now here's going to be Trevor Lawrence gets the short pass and immediately gets met. And now that's going to be a 3rd and long.
Was that Hunter who caught that?
Imagine if it was Travis Hunter. I might get negative points on that if he was on my starting lineup.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter's only gotten 1 reception for 7 yards. Now we're at 3rd and 16. And now Trevor Lawrence looking to pass, well protected. Now here's the big pass, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be a 1st down. Oh my goodness. That was on a 3rd and 13, and you still gave that up.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're at 1st and 10. And now it's well into Seahawks territory at the 35. So they are definitely in field goal range. Lawrence had all day to throw on that. You would have had to done something really stupid.
Well, you know who I have? I have the Jacksonville's defense. So
Now
far, my
Lawrence
game's good.
looking to pass. He's got a lot of room and a lot of time, and he gets away, and that's going to be another first down. That's going to be Travis Hunter. That just got him 3 points, and too bad I did not put him in.
Yeah. Well, your problem this week is you might have chose the wrong defense again. If you lose because of a defensive move again, that'd be sad, Joe.
Now we're at 1st and 10. And now here's Lawrence looking to pass. Now here is the pass. That's going to be wide open, caught, and that's going to be a walking in touchdown for the Jacksonville Jaguars as they get on the board. Brian Thomas Jr. with the touchdown. Yeah, lots of penalties did not help, and also gave up some really big passes by Trevor Lawrence. Anything else you shall say on that?
Where's our defense? Mike McDonald's supposed to be this defensive genius, and what have they been the last 2 weeks? Like, what have they been doing?
Well, they just tank.
They're not going to tank. The Seahawks never tank.
Just go 3 and 14. You'll get Arch Manning.
We don't want Arch Manning. Arch Manning is not good. You don't want him. Have you
And
seen
actually,
how bad they are?
that extra point is going to be a miss. So that's going to be 6-0.
Wow, that's huge for us.
Yep, because those points add up at the very end.
We know what kicking can really do to a team, because if our kicker was more accurate, we would maybe have those 2 other games back.
We're making half pineapple, half tiki tiki with barbecue chicken. You put the garlic. Put the pineapple on the whole pizza. Remember, they want half pineapple, and the one is going to be tiki tiki. Tiki tiki with pineapple, garlic, feta cheese, artichoke hearts, and the chicken. And we're gonna spread some barbecue on top. And it's ready. Put it on the oven. Let it run.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May. Football fans, too. What kind of commercial am I watching? I don't even want to know.
Is it a hotel? Is it for a casino?
Probably.
Oh, Las Vegas.
Witherspoon is out. He's hurt. Yeah, they're saying that the defense is having communication problems. Wasn't really much of an effort to stop him either.
No, he was wide open.
And now here's going to be the kickoff, and that will bounce. And now they're going to bring it out, and that's going to the 20, and he gets through, and that's getting close to the 30. Yeah, defense has absolutely been terrible since the fourth quarter against Arizona. Yep, I agree. Now here's Sam Darnold. We're going to try this again. Seahawks have yet to get a first down. only 6 plays total, so all of them were 3 and outs.
Yep.
Zero
We have more than
first
10
downs
yards
in this game. Yep.
Which is funny. We have more than 10 yards.
And now here's Darnold. He's on the 28 of his own territory. Man in motion number 18. And now it's going to be a fake handoff. He's got plenty of time. And he's going to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete. He threw it away pretty much.
Yeah. At least he didn't try to force it too much. You know? Because if we might have had Geno, he might have tried to force that.
Now we're at 2nd and 10. Clock is going down. 10 seconds left on the play clock. And now here's Sam Darnold looking to pass. Now here is a big pass, and that's going to be caught. The question is that a first down? Yep, they get it, and that is going to be a first down for Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yep.
Man, a nice route running too.
Yeah. But like with our wide receiver core now, I don't think I'm missing DK Metcalf.
I am. He was big play guy. He was very erratic, but still. And now it's going to be handoff to Zach Charbonnet and only like a yard or two. And I'm going to be honest, after this season, they better look for another running back.
You think so? I like the running backs.
Walker is not that good.
Walker is good.
This offense is putting me to sleep.
But we're moving the ball.
Now we're at 2nd and 9. It is now on the 46, 47. Trying to do an audible. Got Zach Charbonnet right behind. Going to be a man in motion. They're trying to get him to jump. A very interesting decision to do that, even though I didn't deem it necessary.
Since 2022, I have been building the Rooftop Sports YouTube channel, and I want to thank all of you for your support and engagement. Without all of you, there is no Rooftop Sports. Now, if you would like to take your support to the next level, join my exclusive YouTube membership program for just $5 a month. Get first access to new videos, ad-free content, and exclusive insights from my fantasy sports, as I do play many fantasy sports leagues. Plus, follow along with my softball seasons like never before. You also get access to my own emojis to use to comment on my videos and my live streaming shows. For just $5 per month, become a bigger part of my community and get ready for unparalleled sports experience. Let's do this.
Kevin Kirby says at least we got the Mariners and the Kraken. Well, you know what I have?
Well, at least I'm 2022 fantasy football champion.
Come on. You're not going to praise me for that?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, how about this? You see this? Oh wait, but I'm not gonna gloat about it too much. I gotta not gloat. Is that gonna be the next thing? Don't drink, don't smoke, and don't gloat.
Yeah, don't gloat. Yeah. Well, it's like it depends if you're a person that believes in karma, you know, because sometimes like some were saying, it's like, yes, it's great to praise yourself and to acknowledge that you won something. But on the other hand, it's also like if you overdo it, it can get annoying. And does that now get karma in your head? Because you're like it's like when players think it's like the tortoise and the hare. Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare? Where the hare thought they were so good, but never followed through and finished?
Well, at least I'm 2022 fantasy football champion.
So, yeah.
But you never got one.
So, who cares?
You won't get one. You ain't winning anything this year.
Who cares?
Who cares? And yet you're still playing.
Just because it's something fun to do. Doesn't matter if I win or lose. Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, when I started last time I started 1-4, and it's gonna be 1-5. Guess where I got to in the last 2 years? And now we're back from the breaks. I mean, man in motion. That is the tight end, A.J. Barner. He's going to do motion again. It's going to be a fake handoff. He doesn't really have much time. Now, here's the big pass by Sam Darnold. That's going to be caught. And that is a nice catch by Jackson Smith and Jigba. Way to get open. And now the Seahawks are guaranteed in the field goal range.
Yeah. Is this going to be another shootout game? Is this going to become a shootout game like last week?
I hope not. I want it to be a blowout Seahawks victory.
But nowadays in football, people can score within like 2 minutes, and it's like teams can score within like if a team's scoring every 5 minutes in the game, that's like scores can be racked up really high.
And now we got 1st and 10. And it's going to be a handoff to Zach Charbonnet. Avoids the tackle, and he got at least 5 or 6 yards on that one. Maybe more like 3.
Mm-hmm. Do you think scoring in football is contributed to them moving the starting line up from 20 to 35 over the years? Or do you think it's because defenses have gotten worse?
I don't know. They should bring it.
They said that by
I want normal Wolves where everyone's just running and bulldozing. I miss that football. That was fun. And they keep taking XFL's ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a fake handoff. And now here's Darnold looking to run, and he's going to run, and he might get a first down on that.
Yeah. Because they said that by moving the starting line up, it actually has caused it to actually go higher scoring.
I think that is a first down.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing that surprised me is Sam Darnold is more mobile than I thought they would be.
Now we're at 1st and goal. And it's going to be handoff to Zach Charbonnet. And he continues to stay up. Offensive line's going to keep
Wow.
moving.
Look at this. Look at this.
They're still barrel rolling.
Wow.
That was a nice run by Charbonnet, but it was also work of the offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if Charbonnet does good, that helps me. Because I played Charbonnet.
Now going to be 2nd and goal. Cooper Kupp on the right. It's going to be oh, no. Oh, and Zach Charbonnet still got up and settles for maybe about
a yard.
Yeah. That was supposed to be a loss, but now let's try to get a pass in, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kirby says 4 down territory.
It's going to be 3rd and goal. This is going to be very critical for the Seahawks. Definitely want to get that touchdown. I think they should just do a fake handoff and then try to get a short pass in. And they're handing it to Charbonnet again. Like, what is this play calling? This is terrible. That's what made it too predictable.
Do you go for it here or do you kick the field goal?
Kick the field goal. There's too much time left in this game.
Because there's so much time left in the game, do you risk it?
No. Because you don't have enough range to like get a safety out of that. So it's going to be a 24-yard attempt by Jason Myers. "24-yard field goal attempt. And now here is the kick. And that gets right through, and that is good. And the Seahawks do get on the board to make it 6-3 Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice drive by Sam Darnold, but it was ended with just too much running. And I will be right back after this timeout. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thing,
And I'm back.
Yes, you are.
Clint Kubiak says too much poor play calling. We are the trick plays. Yeah. Well, the Seahawks have never really hired a good offensive coordinator. I think their last good one, in my opinion, was Brian Schottenheimer.
No, I think like I like our offense this year. I think it's been doing great. Like our offense has improved. I think what's been surprising is our defense hasn't been as good as I expected it to be. Like that's where I'm more surprised by because I think our offense is overperforming what people expected them to do.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah, because at the expectations, some people were thinking that our defense was going to be top 10, maybe even top 5 defenses. Where what some people were going to say because of Mike McDonald, they're saying, well, we could get 5 this year, and then now I'm looking at the defense the last few weeks, and then seeing the offense and how they've been moving the ball more efficiently. And we're getting in the red zones, and we're not making less like interceptions in the red zone. We're doing a lot better. Because remember last year, that could have been an interception in the red zone with the play calling last year.
And now it's going to be the kickoff. And they're going to be coming right out. And it's going into the 20. And they get him, and they keep him lower than the 25. And we've got a flag. I know. I wonder what this flag is all about.
Yeah. Ooh.
We're on the receiving team, half the distance to the goal.
Wow.
Seahawks are 2 turnovers away from being 5-0. It's true. They really should be 5-0.
I know. Like that's how crazy our season is. Like little things like that. But then on the other hand, we could have a third loss if Arizona would have came back in that game. That could have been a third.
We should be 5-0. I like that narrative better.
Yeah.
Now
it is a better narrative.
1st and 10. Man in motion is their tight end. And it's going to be a fake handoff. And here's Trevor Lawrence with a pass, and that's going to be tipped. Could have been picked, but it was kind of a long shot anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're at 2nd and 10. And that's going to be handoff to the running back. And that's going to be about a few yards gain. And Jacksonville's in danger of punting this football if they don't get the first down, giving the Seahawks some kind of momentum. And it looks like we've got Carolina, Bryce Young going for a pass, and that is a touchdown. And now it's 10-10 Carolina with the Dallas Cowboys. And I still don't have CeeDee Lamb, so I do deserve to have that kind of excuse that my team is dealing with terrible injuries.
But here's the thing: you can't make excuses for that. Go find someone in free agency and move on.
No,
recoup as much as you can.
I have the right to that excuse. And now here is going to be a 3rd and 8 by Trevor Lawrence, and they're going to go down. That's going to be a sack.
Wow! Not a safety, but that was close.
They must have listened to Kevin Kirby's comments. I think the Seahawks' biggest problem is pass rush, which it is. Mike doesn't blitz enough.
No. Because
They
what
get
is his,
him.
what's his philosophy? He says that you tighten your defense as you get closer to the red zone.
Hmm.
So it doesn't matter if you give up some biggerish plays earlier on in the drive, as long as you can stop
Gonna
them
be
at the
now
red
a
zone.
4th and 18. I don't know if they can cause a safety on this one because the punter's too far back. And they don't. And that's going to be the punt gets off, and that's going to go to the 40. Already good field position for the Seahawks. But now he's going to run all the way back. And this is not looking good for the Seahawks. And they just lost 10 yards on that.
He couldn't get to the edge. But Lawrence made a good Williams. That was Williams who made a good play. Wherever it was.
And don't forget, in the halftime show, I will be doing my football game.
Yep, Retro Bowl.
Retro Bowl. Have you played that game yet?
No, I have not played Retro Bowl.
Have you considered it?
No, but I have played Madden before.
Madden's don't even. How dare you? Madden's
I just had to say
garbage.
that. I had
Did
to
you
say that
say
to wow
that?
you up.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Just to wow you up, yes.
I think that's Shack Chicken. No, it's KFC. KFC's
Yeah.
garbage, man.
Hmm.
It's not finger looking good.
No. Sometimes a grocery store has better fried chicken than like the actual restaurants, like the chains.
I guess.
Hmm.
Madden is boring. You missed 2K football. Yeah, 2K5 was the last one.
What I liked was NBA Street. Now that was fun.
NBA Street Volume 2.
No, I had Volume 3.
Let's play Volume 2 sometime. I'll bring my Xbox.
Yeah, I have an Xbox. I have an original one.
Is it still working?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring it. I'm gonna bring that. We're gonna play Halo if you want to play Halo.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep. Turkey leg commercial. Turkey leg. You know. Yeah. Well, Xbox, they say, has been getting really hurt by PlayStation this time, like around.
Not only
again.
PlayStation, but they've also in some ways competed against themselves because now PC gaming is starting to get more prominent.
Yeah. Well, their big focus now is doing that Xbox like Game Pass thing. Where
Yeah.
They stick the games on there. So they're just like a streaming service for games, which is if they can get away with being a streaming service for games, they don't need hardware.
Yeah, that's why the hardware's having its own problems. So basically, they did compete against themselves.
They're a software company, so they're trying to go the software route. And if they can get that going, like basically be a competitor to Steam, basically is what they are. They're like a Steam competitor.
They are a Steam competitor.
So is it their better option just to make like a Steam, they have their own like
they already have started it anyway.
Yeah, but they made something like a Steam Deck. They had a company make them like a Steam Deck, like a rip-off Steam Deck. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen that one. Our ROG Ally.
Yeah.
They're partnered. Yeah.
Yeah, the Rogue Ally. Yep, I remember that. Yep.
I have one.
Is it good?
Does the job. And now it's going to be a fake handoff here. Sam Darnold looking to pass. Here is a big pass he is going for, and that is going to be caught. That is going to be a touchdown by Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Woo! Touchdown!
A big pass by Sam Darnold to Jackson Smith and Jigba, and that just woke me up. That just gave me a cup of coffee.
Wow. So
the Seahawks have now taken the lead.
Do you still not miss DK?
Just one play, kid. That was great route running by Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His speed outdid the other guy.
It was the speed.
Mm-hmm, that
NFL Street, NBA Street were dope. Where do you find those games? Oh, yeah, there's retro gaming stores, and there's DK Oldies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be good for Jason Myers, and now that's going to be 10-6.
Wow.
What a way to wake us up, because I was almost falling asleep during this game.
Yeah.
Darnold now has 10 touchdown passes in the season.
That's good.
Well, I wonder if that's the NFL leader. In touchdowns, the passing leader is Jared Goff. Sam Darnold is a top 10 quarterback. So if he has like a monster game today and the other ones don't, then he could be the leader in NFL touchdowns for the season. Darnold is good, but can he finish one out with a big fumble and a pick like our 2 losses? Yeah, Fritz makes a point.
Mm-hmm. Like Lamar Jackson had a lot of touchdown passes already this year, but then he wasn't winning games, but then he's injured. It's so crazy he already has 10. So yeah. Well, here's the question: is like if like someone was talking about Geno, it's like night and day with Geno either way though. From Geno either way though. But like the thing with Geno is like, would they be as bad as they are playing for like the Raiders? The Raiders had a lot of work. They were not starting at the same like level that the Seahawks were starting at. When Pete Carroll left and stuff like that, you were at such a better like level of play because they were still like a 7-8 win. They were a 9-win team. They were still like a 9-win team. And so when you think about it at the end of the day, is the Raiders were like a 4-win team or like a 5-win team. So you had a lot more to deal with to make that a better organization.
What, the Raiders?
Yeah, the Raiders. Like what the level and how good their team was worse than the Seahawks. Like Mike McDonald was handed a better team than what Pete Carroll was handed with the Raiders.
But Pete Carroll, when he inherited the Seahawks, he inherited the second oldest team in the NFL.
Yeah.
So you can't really give that excuse because Pete Carroll, he had inherited something with more difficulty before.
Yes. Well, potentially what you consider what's worse was it the Seahawks or was that because you could have old players because look at Washington, they have old players and they're still winning games, so that doesn't really factor in. Maybe I don't know. It's basically a wash, but yeah, but it's just a lot of stuff you had to come up with. Some people are saying that should the Raiders now go with their backup quarterback Kenny Pickett?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be interesting. I don't want to jinx it, but so far, Jason Myers has been good for kicking.
He's not been good this season.
No, but tonight he's been good.
Well, it's like one game. And he trips him. And that's going to be around the 30-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
They're reviewing the touchdown or reminiscing the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
That was a huge pass.
It was like a 50-yard pass.
It was.
You know what's crazy about that?
6. What?
I have Sam Darnold on my bench.
Now it's going to be 1st and 10. And now Darnold is going to do a fake handoff. He's already pressured. Doesn't have much time. Now he gets it off to the tight end. And that's going to be about a 2nd and 2. Now we're at 2nd and 2. Man in motion. It's going to be another fake handoff to Lawrence. And now here's going to be a big pass, and that is going to be caught. Nice leaping catch by Jacksonville.
Wow.
Number 7 has been quite the force for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now it's 1st and 10. And Lawrence gets it over. Oh, and the ball's out. Or is it incomplete?
I think it's an incomplete pass. The guy dropped it.
We want it to be incomplete because they were covered anyway.
Yeah. Because incomplete's a better option for us. But yeah, you can see where he drops it. Watch. Yep.
It's going to be a man in motion. And it's going to be a handoff. There's going to be a flag, though.
Yep. Let's see what this flag's all about.
Illegal formation on the offense.
Okay.
5-yard penalty and a second down. Now we're at 2nd and 15. And Jake Ferguson just got me a touchdown. And that's going to be Trevor Lawrence looking to pass. And now here is a pass. That's going to be incomplete. Now it's going to be 3rd and 15.
Mm-hmm. Well, like you can say this year, no one's as bad as the Jets.
Jets still haven't won a game, haven't they?
No, they're 0-6 now.
Wow. It's going to be 3rd and 15. Now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass, gets pressured, and he just throw the ball away. But did that hit the ground? That had to have hit the ground.
The refs were saying I think it hit the ground. Let's see. I couldn't. And usually the worst team in the league wins 3 games most seasons.
That was arguably a holding call, too. Should have been holding on that.
Yep, it hit the ground first. The refs made the right call.
Indeed. And now it's going to be 4th and 15.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be a punt, and that goes out of bounds.
Yeah. Do you think the Jets will be winless this year?
And it does seem like it, doesn't it?
At the rate they're going, but because usually the worst team wins 3 games, and the season's like what, a third over already, because we're 6 games in. So even if they win, they do recover. They might win 2 or 3 more games, maybe at most.
Yeah.
Because all the other teams have at least won 1 game or more. So. Yeah. But do you think the Jets would draft a quarterback if they had the number 1 draft pick?
How would it feel to be Justin Fields? You join a new team that needed a quarterback, only to be replaced again, possibly.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, the question is, would you replace the quarterback or would you replace the coach?
Replace the whole organization.
It's like everybody says that whoever goes there is a plague, but you know what's funny? Anybody who's a washed up Jets quarterback usually ends up being pretty good after they leave them. So they actually recover. It's like this whole New York thing now. Even Daniel Jones for the Giants has having a resurgence. It's so weird.
Yeah, Daniel Jones, when he was just cut from the Giants.
Yeah, that was halfway through like last season, and it's like he's already half a season in somewhere else. Yeah, it's like the next year he's good.
Yeah, I know.
It's like I feel like some quarterbacks get cut too early, and other quarterbacks stay too long. It's so weird. Mm-hmm. What do you think of the actual colors of the Jacksonville Jaguars? Do you like their colors?
Never really was a fan.
You never were?
Nah. And now we're at back to the offense.
Yep.
There's a lot of nothingness going on. I wonder what this is about.
Yeah.
No one's even saying anything. Where's Chris Myers? Where's the play-by-play people? I'm the only one doing the play-by-play. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 20. And it's going to be a fake handoff. Here's Darnold's got all day to pass, kind of. And I wonder if there should be a flag there. He pushed the guy out of bounds. All right, so I guess they're not going to have play-by-play. You got 6:35 left in the half. Okay, they're
Why?
all right. 2nd and 10. There's a man in motion. Clock is going down, and it's going to be a handoff. And he gets pretty much bottled up, and that is going to be
Our
third
running
down
game
and about a
today.
14. Yeah, running game's just gone.
Man, our Shaheed for New Orleans is starting to been playing better lately. That was a good pick in the draft.
They had some transmission difficulties.
Uh,
All right, it's going to be a 3rd and 13. They got to get a big pass on this one. No running backs. Now here's Darnold going for a short pass. And okay, so they're just going to throw the ball away, basically. 4th down and already going to be a punt. That was a 3 and out.
mm-hmm.
Now it's going to be 4th and 7. Going to be a punt. And nearly blocked by Jacksonville. And that's going to go. It's going to be a fair
huge
catch.
punt. Look how they're almost back at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, they almost got the block on that, and Michael Dixon still kicked the snot out of that ball.
I know. That's insane. Man. 1 scoring drive, 8 plays, 66 yards, 4 others, 16 plays, 46 yards. So yeah, they've gotten worse. Touchdown, extra point.
Now we're at 1st and 10. And here's Trevor Lawrence going for a pass.
Oh,
I wonder if this is going to be.
Are they say that's a complete
It could be
pass?
a fumble. Could it be?
Or is that an incomplete pass?
Let's see what it was. No, he was already down. Knee was already down. So it's 2nd and 7. Now here's Lawrence, and he's already being pressured. That's going to be caught. And now we've got a flag out there. That's going to be a holding call right there. Illegal formation on the offense.
You know what's interesting? What could change a season is like every season you don't play the same teams every year. You play some of the same teams. So like sometimes your schedule could really play a favor into like how you play as an organization.
Huh.
So like your record.
I guess so. And now it's 2nd and 10. Jacksonville has more penalties than the Seahawks do.
Yep.
Man in motion. And it's going to be handoff to the running back, and he gets a big one. That's going to be about a 3rd and a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams have struggled to get the running game going.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're at 3rd and 4. Another chance for the Seahawks to get another big stop on Jacksonville's offense. And now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass, already blitzed. Now here's the pass. That's going to be caught. And that's going to be a first down. He still is up on his feet and still got extra yards on that.
Did he go out of bounds there? I don't know.
That is the question.
Let's see this here. Nope.
I think no, you don't think so?
No. Let's see here.
He's in bounds.
Ooh. I don't know, but the Seahawks are right there. I don't know if you want to challenge that.
The 3:26 is resetting the game clock. And now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass, and he gets a big pass, and that is going to be nearly intercepted.
We're starting to get to the quarterback more, or at least making him have to throw it faster. Uh-oh, someone's shaking up a little bit.
Now it's going to be 2nd and 10. And it's going to be a handoff to the running back. And about a few yards on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's 3rd and 7. Now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass, and he gets pressured immediately, but he runs out of it anyway and gets the first down, it looks like. I wonder if they're going to mark him. And now we're in the 2-minute warning. Looks like it is a first down for Jacksonville, as we are at the 2-minute warning.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of this whole thing with, like, you see all these like things for betting now? How sports have changed so much because of betting.
It's pretty ironic. It's what's happened to some NFL players and baseball players that got their lives banned. They got banned from these leagues, and now they're promoting it themselves.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like now they're like, sometimes I've heard some leagues have retroactively gone back and said, hey, we can't get this player in trouble because of what they did, because now that we have betting.
Yeah, so it's kind of hypocrisy.
I know. And so just like with college, the whole NIL thing and players getting paid now and stuff.
It opened Pandora's box.
It did. That's why, like, we talked about like teams like Wazoo or like Oregon State, they can't compete as well now because they don't have the money to compete.
Yeah, no, it's just sad.
So it's like the playing field's imbalanced now.
Full ride scholarships are not enough anymore.
No. When you look at the last few years, I think it was like Wazoo's quarterback. Like they're like, oh, I'll go for more money somewhere else. I have one good season or decent season, and then I just leave to go somewhere else. Because 2 years ago they had what was it? Cam Ward was literally playing for Washington State. I was like, really? It's just
insanity.
Yeah. Well, what also caused it was the portal allowing the players to transfer that easy. Because because you can't always blame it on the money, but if the portal was shorter or had no portal, Sean Lee says, "Go Mariners."
Oh yeah, Sean Lee. He'll probably be on my show for the Mariners.
Okay. Do you call that last game the Mariners had against versus the Detroit Tigers? Do you call it a classic yet?
I mean, it's got to be based on the situation that went on.
Because I've heard rumors that some people want to call it an instant classic, and I'm like, is it warrant of that yet?
Oh, it was actually a 4th down, so it looks like they are going to go for it, and looks like Trevor Lawrence is going to. They're going to go for it, and they're trying to get him to jump.
I thought it was a 1st down. I thought he made it.
I thought so too. It's going to be 4th and 1. They're going to try to. I'm pretty sure they're going to get him to jump, and nope, they don't. And that is going to be a 1st down for Jacksonville on a nice jet sweep by Jacksonville.
There was no point to have him jump on that kind of play because where they were position-wise, if they gave the ball back, it wouldn't have mattered because they're at the 30-yard line or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at the Seahawks 30-yard line. It didn't. Yeah. It's like, do you risk it or do you take the 3 points?
Yeah. We're at 1st and 10. Oh, almost got in the jump. That maybe that could be a false start.
Ooh. Did it to themselves. Yeah.
It's going to be a 1st down.
But that's such a more common play now, the getting people to try to get someone to false start.
And now we're at 1st and 15.
Charlie, want a turnover here. Yep, that'd be big.
And it's going to be handoff, and running back gets it. And that's going to be about 5 yards. Yeah, we definitely need a turnover here. I agree. And now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass. And that's going to be a pass. And that's going to be about a 3rd down. About a 3rd down and 9.
I was thinking about this, what would win in a fight, a Seahawk or a Jaguar? The animals actually compete against each other. Random things on my mind.
Now we're at 3rd and 9. Another critical opportunity for the Seahawks to slow them down.
Sean Lee says blitz has been nice to see today.
Yeah, there has been some blitzing. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're at 3rd and 9. Travis Hunter now at the wide. It's going to be a man in motion. Now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass. And he runs away. And that's going to be a sack.
Ooh.
The pressure's worse. That was Lawrence with the tackle.
It makes the field goal worse.
Yeah, it does make the field goal a little bit more of a challenge.
Mm-hmm. It's not a gimme. Even though I have their kicker. This is bittersweet. It's like you want the kicker to make some field goals, but then on the other hand, it's like you want the Seahawks to win. So this kind of helps me if he makes this field goal because it's a longer field goal. So thank you, Seahawks. Yard attempt.
And the kick is up, and whoa.
No good.
Way no good.
Wow. I have -1 point for my kicker now.
Did you know that Jason Myers was a former kicker for the Jacksonville Jaguars?
No. But man, look at this.
Poor guy.
Look at this. And it
Well,
was
let's
like
get a
nowhere
quick
even
score.
close.
Yeah, I agree.
If I lose my fantasy matchup because of the kicker, this is horrible. Wow. This is getting worse.
Seahawks have got to score for sure. They have less than a minute left, and they got to take advantage of the fact of a missed field goal.
Yeah.
And now here is Sam Darnold. It's going to be a handoff to Zach Charbonnet. He does get yards. He's still going.
He almost
That's
got the
about
first
9 yards.
down.
I think there might be a flag because there was a push. Yeah, you got to get him going. So that's why you're going to call a timeout, aren't you? Nope, no timeout. I think they're just going to try to settle for a field goal.
Yeah.
That's why they're stacking everyone back here. Sam Darnold to pass. And now he's going for a pass. That's going to be to Zach Charbonnet. Now we're in field goal range and call that timeout.
Yes, thank you, Zach Charbonnet, for those 2 plays. That was great. Got me some more points. That gave me a little bit more help. Take a shot to the end zone. That's what I would do.
It's going to be tough, too, because everyone's is like on huge coverage.
Yeah, but we have 20 seconds. We could take a shot at the end zone. If we don't make it, we could kick a field goal. Yeah, Michigan lost this week. UW won. So Michigan has 2 losses now. That's for college.
But Michigan's still the better team.
Not necessarily.
We beat them in the national championship.
Yeah, they beat us. That was a couple years ago with different coaching.
It's going to be 28 seconds left. Yeah, you got to get it more. A little bit more than that. And now here's Darnold looking to pass. Now here's a pass. That is going to be ricocheted, and that's going to be nearly intercepted.
That's crazy how far back that went off the ricochet.
I know.
I was like, that's insane how much force that had. Look at this. And the guy had it. I don't think he's used to catching it or something. That was insane.
Travis Hunter plays defense, believe it or not.
Yep. He does both sides like he wanted to.
He has one of the most takeaways in the NFL. Now it's 2nd and 10. And now here's Sam Darnold looking to pass. And now here is throws it away. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
I know we're trying to get just a few more yards, but I think we should even take an attempt to the end zone. Like one of those plays could have been an end zone attempt. I don't know why. We had time.
Now we're at 3rd and 10.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's going to be Sam Darnold looking to pass. Now here is the pass. That'll be not a 1st down. That was to A.J. Barner. It's going to be 4th down. And now you're going to have Jason Myers going for the field goal. It's going to be 4th and 6.
Yeah. Field goal attempt. what, like a 40-something yard field goal? 53, longer than the other person's.
Pretty much. It's going to be 53-yard attempt. And let's see if we can close this half with a field goal by Jason Myers. And the kick is up, and that goes right through the uprights. And that is good. And the Seahawks have now extended their lead to make it 13-6.
Yeah. Well, the difference right there is our kicker's been making ours, and their kicker has not. That's a difference of 4 points there. The game could have been, 13 to 10 right now. But because the kicker missed the field goal and the extra point, that's 4 points.
Yeah, kicker's having a critically bad game.
Yeah, Jacksonville's kicker might be losing them this game. Not necessarily because we're slightly outplaying them. So it's more than that, but that's part of the problem.
And everyone knows that the kicker's job is also very volatile. Their job security is volatile.
Well, if you're a good kicker, you keep your job for years if you're good enough.
But if you're bad, you're never going to get a chance ever again.
Yeah, because most teams only keep one kicker.
Pretty much.
And when a kicker gets injured, that game, the punter replaces them.
And that's going to be a kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be coming back out. And he slides. And it's going to be 7 seconds left. And I wonder if they're just going to take a knee or if they're going to go for like a really big pass with some laterals.
Yeah. Oh, we received the second half kickoff also.
Yep, that's the thing. That's why I think, no, they're taking the knee.
Yeah. It's like you could risk it, but it's like, is it worth even trying to risk it?
In some ways, I guess no. And now it's time to get into the halftime show. We're going to get through it real quickly by doing my favorite part of the show, which is going to be the Retro Bowl. And I am begging you to play the game.
I have not played it yet.
But you will someday.
Maybe. It's possible.
Would you play?
Maybe someday.
Why, it's holding you back. You can download it now. It's called Retro Bowl.
I'm not really the biggest video game person. Do you know that? I like to play board games.
Well, breaking news. Seattle Seahawks signed a 23-year-old free agent, Antoine. Can't say his name. He is...
Andy?
Man, he's a tight end.
Yeah.
So right now, got Spence. Carlos Spence is my running back. 800 yards in 5 games. And now let's see how it goes. I think they're having a bye week. Going to upgrade. Now we're going to week 7. It's going to be the Seahawks getting the ball, Ryan. Going up against Jacksonville and Seattle. How about that? Isn't that
ironically
timing?
5-0 where we should be versus 4-2. Wow. Oh no.
And I'm going to receive the ball, and we are underway. Ryan, are you a Jacksonville fan? And it's going to be handoff to Carlos Spence. And he is just going steamrolling right through. Could he escape another one? Yep, he escapes it again. I think this one might go the distance. If he can get through this guy. Oh, almost had it.
Yep, almost.
That was a huge run. It was going from the 20. And then easy pass for the touchdown to Webb. And by the way, my quarterback is a 39-year-old game manager.
Yep.
And I missed the 2-point conversion. And Jacksonville scores to take the lead. He's going for a pass, and that's going to be caught. Longest pass in the air by the quarterback of the season. And Webb escapes the tackle. Could he escape too? Nope, he will not. And it's going to go to Carlos Spence. Nope. Go for a small pass. And touchdown. Got a touchdown. Uh-oh, Jacksonville scored 2. Oh, breaks the tackle. Did you see that move by the running back? Did you see that? That's like beast mode vintage. Touchdown. Does this game interest you enough? How can you not like that?
Yeah, that was good.
And a 2-point conversion. And they score again. But they failed on the 2-point conversion. So I think I'm just going to milk the clock. Just having play Skippity. Hey, just question. Do you know anyone that has heard of the term Skibbity toilet?
Nope.
Okay, good. You don't want to know. Oh, I was trying to get him to break the tackle. Nope, not going to happen. Oh, he gets through. Oh, did you see that? He broke the tackle again. He might get another big one. Let's keep it going. You think he'll make it? And, oh, so close. I'm going to give it to the running back. Touchdown. And he gets a touchdown. They tried the onside kick, but they're just going to, my Seahawks are just going to milk the clock. Oh, I thought he was going to go the distance again. And that's it. Seahawks win against Jacksonville 30-27.
I have breaking news.
What?
From the actual NFL. So the breaking news I have is that Puka Nacua, wide receiver, has a foot injury.
Ooh.
One of the best wide receivers in the game got a foot injury today during the Baltimore Ravens game. They're on my fantasy team, and that's just one of the breaking stories to talk about at halftime is that foot injury. So another big player down.
I'm sorry, man. How's that run?
Yeah.
How about that running back? 258 yards. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that's good.
So how's the game look in your opinion?
Retro.
That's all you're gonna give it.
No. I said that's a one word description. If you want me to give a more detailed description, it looks like a cool game because you can like. What I like is I used to like playing games where you can manage a team, like be the general manager. I always had a really fun time with those. I usually played NBA ones, not the football ones, because I was usually more of a basketball fan. But now I'm becoming more of a football fan.
Well, now
So-
my running back, he's on pace for, well, a lot of yards, but I'm going to go get a quick snack because I'm kind of getting
Okay.
hungry. So I will be right back after I put up all the scoreboard back.
Okay, no problem. I'll be
So I
here.
know, but you enjoyed it.
Yes.
You know you enjoyed that game. Don't you like my running back? Don't you wish we had a running back like that on the Seahawks?
Yeah. So this Ryan R says, looks like Madden 2000 on N64.
Yeah. Be right back.
Okay.
I get a quick snack. I gotta go to the bathroom too. Until then, please enjoy this commercial. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thin crust.
Well, welcome back, everybody. This is more of the halftime show. I'll give you a little bit of an update in what has happened so far this week in week 6 of the NFL season. Okay. And this is a very big thing to talk about. So, in week 6 of the NFL season, a lot has been happening. We've had some crazy things go down. So, one of the big ones was we had New York Giants actually have beat Philadelphia. Since they changed out quarterbacks with Russell Wilson, they are 2-1 with Jackson Dart. Can a quarterback really be that much of an impact? Some people say yes. Some people say no. It depends, just like changing out coaching. What's the most important thing? There's so many pieces on an NFL team, but the two easiest pieces I think to change out are a quarterback and a coach. The next thing to note is we had a game today that was in London, England, and it was the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. The Denver Broncos survived 13-11 over the New York Jets, who are still winless, 0-6. Will they go a perfect 0-17? Tune in to find out more next week about that journey. And so, the other thing is we have a lot of games at halftime right now. So we have some other important games. Things I like to look at that are very important to it, because I am a Seahawks fan, is to think about games that impact the Seahawks. Right now we have Arizona at halftime, and they are playing the Indianapolis Colts. I always knew that Daniel Jones was going to be better than what people expected. And I didn't know Indianapolis had that good of a team. I knew they had a mediocre team. I think last year they won like 8 games. They were like 8-9. So that's not horrible, even with the other guy, Anthony Richard, playing for part of the season. So did Joe Flacco and stuff like that. So, but that game right now is 10-14. 10-14, Indianapolis winning. That is good for the Seahawks. If Indianapolis can hold on and win that game, that'd be huge, because, we play in the same division, the NFC North, with Arizona. Then the other games at halftime right now is we have Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is playing Cleveland. Cleveland this week had a big trade with the actual it was a trade that they did with Cincinnati. Usually you don't see division trades. So that is a NFC, I think, East trade, I think is what it was, or NFC North, I think it was. I think it's the AFC North. I think it's the AFC North trade. Yeah, so that was an AFC North trade. Usually, you don't see teams within the same division. Now it's AFC trading quarterback. So they actually traded Joe Flacco to Cincinnati because they believed in Dylan Gabriel so much. And so that game right now is 9-3 at halftime, and that's going to be another big one there. And so let's see, because what's interesting this week is that later this week, at 1:25 today, Green Bay played Cincinnati, who a couple weeks ago, Joe Flacco beat Green Bay as a Cleveland Brown. Another big game. So another game we have today is we have New England playing New Orleans. Right now, that game is at halftime. New England is winning 22-16. New Orleans is still staying very competitive in that game right now. It's only a one-score game. And then we have a game that's in a couple of games. One game is just about to start. One game is in the third quarter right now. We actually have Miami and the Chargers. Chargers came off to
interrupt you, but
the game back.
We're about to start, and now the kick is underway, and the Seahawks get the ball back, and they are now going to bring it out, and it's going to the 20, and that's all they're going to get, the 22.
Okay.
But I'm going to say this. I think this is a very critical drive for the Seahawks. After the fact they were able to score those last two drives for themselves, they got to get another one to really break this open.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I was just doing a recap of all the scores, so I got through most of them, so we're good.
Now it's 13-6. 1st and 10 on the 22. Darnold is 8 for 14, and now it's going to be a toss to Kenneth Walker, and he gets about 3 or 4 yards.
That was one of his best runs of the day.
Probably the best run of the day.
Yes. And that was 4 yards, they said. Oh, is that their coach? What's their coach's name?
Now we're at 2nd and 6. Man in motion. And they're doing another running back handoff. And this time, Kenneth Walker's got some lanes, and he gets a first down.
And more.
Now we're at 1st and 10. And now it's going to be a pass over to Kenneth Walker. And that's all they've been using in this entire drive so far.
That was Jacksonville Jaguars coach Liam Cohen. And he is actually 39 years old. Another young coach. First year as head coach. So...
Now it's 2nd and 7. They did move the chains, but look at some more. Jake Bobo is on the motion. Now here's Darnold looking to pass, and now that's going to be caught by Jackson Smith and Jigba, and now they're in Jacksonville territory.
Yes. That pass. Good pass.
Now we're at 1st and 10. He has 130 yards so far. And now it's going to be the pass, and that is going to be caught by Cooper Kupp. And I think that's his first reception of the game. Still up, and now they're getting into that red zone.
And I did not play Cooper Kupp today. I left him on my bench.
Oh, why did you do that?
Because I played other people. So far, he hasn't done much compared to the other people I played instead. So, He has 3.9, so
Mm-hmm.
points. So not much.
Now it's 1st and 10. And now it's going to be a toss over to Kenneth Walker. He has some lanes, and he gets it. He gets majority of it. And that's going to be about 7 yards on that.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting that their mics are Sony this year. They used to be Bose for the coaches.
Oh, yeah. I liked Bose, but I guess they cut the partnership.
Yeah.
Now it's 2nd and 3. It's going to hand off to Kenneth Walker again. Okay, now I get it was like on the 3, but now you should probably pass on this one.
Man, my best player so far today has been my tight end. That's sad when your tight end is your best player.
Really is. Now we're at 3rd and 3. Seahawks are 0 for 5 on 3rd down conversions. So let's see if they can get this one. And now it's going to be Sam Darnold looking to pass. Now here is the pass, and that is going to be caught. And that should be a touchdown, and that is a touchdown. Touchdown, Seahawks. Cooper Kupp with the reception.
That's so great for Cooper Kupp getting a touchdown. I didn't play him for fantasy. So it's bittersweet for me. It's like, yes, it's so great to see the Seattle native, basically, person from Yakima getting a touchdown. Mm-hmm.
Let's see what his route running looked like, and that's what he does best is the route running.
Yeah.
And that's a 2nd touchdown pass for Sam Darnold, and he's having an excellent game.
Yeah.
19-6. It's going to be 20-6. And the extra point is up, and that is good.
Do you feel comfortable now? We're up by 14. Do you feel comfortable?
Still ways to go, kid.
Okay.
Now, tell me about this.
Yeah.
Would you say, in objective terms, my championship, do you put that as a legitimate championship? Okay, so what happened was dominated the semis. It was a team that I subbed in for because I already subbed in, but their pitcher was out of town the 2 times. So I played like 2 games with them prior to the semis. So they put me in for semis. Dominated 15-1, but then the second game was taken away because of rain and forfeit. So are you going to put an asterisk on it?
I put an asterisk on that and stuff, things like that. You contributed to the team, so you played part of the season. Some people are saying, "Oh, you didn't play enough of the season," but I say, hey, if anyone contributes to the success of a team, that still counts as you being part of that organization and you with that championship. Some people were saying, "Oh, you have to be on the team at the end of the season to make it count because you were not there during the time they won the Super Bowl versus being traded halfway through the season." So that's still legit. The other thing that I would say is that the problem is that because of the rain and because of the weather and then the other team forfeiting, you have to put an asterisk on that Super Bowl or on that championship. And I think that's a big thing to say.
Well, at least I'm 2022 fantasy football champion.
Yeah, that's a legit thing that you have. There's nothing to argue for with that. But on the other hand, the 22 football championship, like that's so long ago. We're talking about 2025 right now. When does something become old?
I mean, Cowboys still have a name because of it, so their value goes up because of it.
Yeah. Man, Trey McBride just he did something huge for me.
Speak of, I never even had a chance to look at my
fantasy.
Yeah, I haven't even had a chance.
Yeah. Trey McBride's having a huge day for me. My tight end's like dominating. He's like trying to make up for the fact Puka Nakua's injured now.
I am losing 76-32. He has almost just as much players that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And Jake Ferguson's touchdown was taken away by flag. And my kicker's really bad. I could have had Ravens defense.
Yeah. The thing about it though, Joe, we talked about it last on the fantasy show. We talked about it. You still have a chance, I think, to win 3 or 4 more games. And so at the end of the season, you would still be that's 5 wins. You'd be just like below where you need to be, which is 7-7 to make playoffs.
At least I'm 2022 fantasy football champion.
Mm-hmm. But part of it is that's determining if you don't get Cooper, if you don't get your player back, if you don't get your actual wide receiver back.
It's a nice sight to see where you have a Mariners game being advertised during a Seahawks game. That's like something that we haven't seen in so long.
Yeah, you never see that. It's
what you like to see.
Yeah.
Now it's
kind of bittersweet.
6.
It's kind of bittersweet for me.
Do you think my championship for softball was also bittersweet?
Yeah.
But you have to admit, there was poetic justice to it, because my church tournament where I felt that my team was all set to go, I thought we were going to have a good chance to win. That got taken away by rain, and then I get a championship because of rain.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be like irony or more like poetic justice? And now it's going to be Trevor Lawrence. He's looking to pass, and that's going to be caught by the receiver, and that's going to go into the 41.
That's who knew that was? Hunter.
So that gives me another point.
Well, did you play Hunter this week?
Nope.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the other interesting thing about it for the Mariners thing is that they've been bad for, I'm not really a big baseball fan, but they've been bad for so long that I don't have faith in them like getting over these humps. Like they've been outperforming what I expected all season long. So it's like, it's nice that they are winning and stuff like that. It'd be great to see them win a World Series, but it'd just be like, wow, I had no faith in them and they did this. And they're like, I should be really praising them because of how well they've done, because when they didn't just make the playoffs, they won the division and got a bye. That's huge. You know, so, and they made it to the division. They made it to the conference championship game. So that's huge. Because I thought the whole season they were just going to fade out and not miss the playoffs again in the same fashion.
Which team?
The Mariners.
Well, now it's called the American League Championship Series, not the conference, but whatever.
Okay.
And now it's going to be 1st and 10. And now here's Trevor Lawrence, and he is going to go down.
Ooh.
But it's probably going to be maybe a slight gain or a no gain.
It looks like 1 yard.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now here's Trevor Lawrence going for a pass, and he goes down.
Oh man, that guy got him.
He's gonna get sacked.
That big guy got him.
And there's been quite a bit of sacks for the Seattle Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're at 3rd and 18. Now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass, and he's getting overwhelmed, and that's going to be a pass, and they're not going to get much. They're going to have to force the punt.
Yeah. Based on this game so far, Jacksonville does not look like a 4-1 team. I'm wondering how they got to 4-1. Don't you think?
How they beat the Chiefs?
They were down by 14 and came back and won that game. So that's what they just said earlier in the game. So I was like, wow. But the Chiefs have not been doing that good this year anyway. So
now we're at 4th and 10. It's going to be a punt. And it's an easy punt for Jacksonville. It's going to go into the 10. And he's going to bring it out to maybe the 20.
Yeah, like the 19. So Okay, the Rams are up 17-3. The Cardinals are up 17-14.
Are the 49ers playing today?
Let's see. Yeah, they played 49ers play Tampa Bay. So yeah, that's a big game. It's in Tampa Bay. So do you think Tampa Bay can pull that off?
Who's Tampa Bay? What's the Tampa Bay score again?
The game hasn't even started yet. That's
who are they
the
playing?
afternoon game. They're playing San Francisco.
I hope they do.
Detroit plays Kansas City tonight. Tomorrow, Buffalo plays Atlanta, and Chicago plays Washington.
Long commercials.
Yeah. Carolina's beating Dallas right now, 20-17. Okay, Chargers are winning 16-13 over the Miami. And Pittsburgh's winning 9-3 over Cleveland.
Of course they are.
Yeah, but like Pittsburgh is not even winning by big margins. Like it's a 6-point game. It's like Cleveland has a chance to win this game, and they're like just letting. Oh, big noon Saturday. UW Michigan game.
Yeah, and I wonder who's going to win that game.
Yeah.
Where's it being played?
Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan won that one.
Not necessarily.
Is Michigan ranked?
We don't know. I think their ranking might drop after this week because they lost their second game.
And now it's going to be Sam Darnold at the 18. And now it's going to be handoff to Zach Charbonnet. And he kind of trips up and he gets maybe a couple yards on that.
I know. I think he might have got 4 yards of that for even fumbling.
And it looks like the Rams are going to take a 17-3 lead.
Yeah, over Baltimore is bad. Like what's crazy is like who's going to make the playoffs over who isn't making the playoffs this year. It's insane.
But it's all the AFC teams. Not like the Seahawks are going to take advantage of it. And now it's going to be Sam Darnold to pass. And he's going for a big pass. And that's going to be caught by Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah. No, because even the NFC is like having some problems with some teams.
I guess
like everybody thought Green Bay was going to be really good, and Green Bay is just mediocre. And look at Washington just being mediocre. They both could miss the playoffs.
It's true.
And so you're talking about that's 2 change-out teams there. And then Minnesota might not make the playoffs either. So you're talking about that's 3 that could be flip-flopped.
It looks like we got a flag. Oh, Jackson Smith and Jigba, you idiot.
Is that a celebration again?
And he also spun the ball right in front of the the opponent, so that's not a good look.
Yeah. His stuff that he's doing is more casual than what like DK Metcalf used to do.
And yet they're still calling Jackson Smith and Jigba on a lot of things.
I know, and I'm like, he's just trying to celebrate, and I'm like, that was ticky-tack.
First and 10, but I don't think it was necessary to make that kind of a celebration, especially when you're not even close to the red zone. And now it's going to be Sam Darnold looking to pass, and he's going for a really big pass all day and incomplete.
Ooh.
Almost picked off.
Wow. He underthrew the receiver.
He really did.
Yeah. Just by a little bit. It wasn't like Ooh, was that a late hit?
That's what I'm wondering.
On Darnold.
That's going to be 2nd and 10. And they're going to toss it over to Zach Charbonnet. And nope. Looks like that flag really hurt the momentum. Now we're at 3rd and 11. Man in motion. And now it's going to be Sam Darnold looking to pass. Here is a big pass, and that is going to be incomplete. And Jigba not able to complete the pass and the catch. And that's going to be 4th and 11. They're going to have to throw it away. Oh, nearly blocked.
But look how far it still goes. He still gets it off.
5 minutes.
That's still huge, huge kicks. Now all we need, the offense did their part. All we need is the defense to hold up.
Oh, we got a flag.
Yeah. Is that real grass?
I think it is, yeah. No, I think it's turf. It's turf.
It's turf? Okay.
Otherwise, they would have been all messed up.
Oh, yeah.
$15-yard penalty, so advantage Seahawks.
I think it's Dallas has like a turf / grass thing. They have like a combination. Which is really weird.
Now it's going to be commercial break. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thin crust.
So what I found out was that Green Bay and Philadelphia both have hybrid grass fields, but Jacksonville actually that is a grass field.
That's Bermuda. A grass field.
It's Bermuda grass.
Hey, how do you pronounce IKEA? Is it IKEA or IKEA?
IKEA, like the store?
Yeah.
IKEA.
I've been to IKEA. I've almost fell asleep going there.
Oh, you know what they're known for?
What?
Swedish meatballs.
That is true.
It's like one of the things they're known for. It's like so weird that they're known for their item on their food court. And all their furniture is like you have to like build it yourself. It's like they give you instructions and you build it.
I know.
So it looks like some fields are Kentucky bluegrass and some fields are Bermuda grass. So it depends on which stadium you're in, but there's a few stadiums. Arizona has a retractable grass field. It's Bermuda grass, the Arizona Cardinals.
And we are back from the break.
Mm-hmm.
We're at 1st and 10. And it's going to be Trevor Lawrence looking to pass. Goes to a nice little dump off. And he's going to get the first down.
No, he doesn't get it.
No, just short.
Yeah, he's like inches, but yeah.
It's the Seahawks defense that have actually been making the difference, believe it or not.
Yeah, because I have the Jacksonville's defense right now, and they have 2 points. So they've dropped. So they're not doing great today.
Now we're at 2nd and 1. And that's going to be a handoff to running back. And that's going to be a first down.
Yep, they got it.
The clock is continuing to go.
Yep.
Now 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Seahawks defense right now has 12 points. So they're saying the Seahawks defense is good this week. So, well, they've kept them to 6 points, so that is part of the story.
Now we're at 1st and 10, and it's going to be 3:44 left in this quarter. Trevor Lawrence with the ball, running back right next to him. He's going to pass, and it's going to be caught by the running back, and he's gets down, but that's going to be about a 2nd down and about a 4.
Yeah. And technically, it's defense / special teams when you choose a defense. People forget about that. It's also special teams that matter.
Now it's going to be 2nd down and 4. Now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass. Now here's a big pass, and that's going to be caught. That's Bry Thomas Jr. making the catch.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to be 1st and 10. And they really got to get it going. Hopefully they don't, but they know they do. Now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass, and that's going to be dump off to running back. And that's going to be about a 2nd and a 3rd.
That's why I'm getting destroyed. I'm losing to the guy who has Jackson Smith and Jigba.
GGEZ.
Yeah.
Can you believe that our league is going to expand next year?
Yeah, but that'll be fun. If we know they're competitive players, so they'll at least keep the league competitive. And I actually see that Seattle Waterballs is trying more. They're actually doing what they need to do. We just need to get macaroni and cheese on track. So we have one person.
Well, Seattle Waterballs doesn't really have much to show for. But at the same time, he actually might have a chance. Now here's Trevor Lawrence. He's getting blitzed, and he's going to go down sacked.
Yeah. Our blitz game has been better today.
Looks like Water Bottles is projected to win.
Mm-hmm. Even though they're losing right now, I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. If they end up making the playoffs after just because they moved their lineup around, that's sad.
It says a lot.
It
and
shows
look
a
at
lot.
me. I set my lineups. And...
I know. That just means they're a better drafter than you, even though they draft Baker Mayfield 2nd overall.
And he's still better than me.
Yeah.
And here is Jackson Smith and Jigga. Flag is going. And now I think it's going to be a holding call. It's going to go. And that is caught. And that is going to be a touchdown, but it depends what the flag is because it might have been a free play.
Is it against the Jaguars? Because they're not calling a touchdown yet.
Offsides on the offense. Replay 3rd down.
Ooh.
I thought when he said offsides, I thought it was gonna be the defense.
No, I thought that was gonna be on the offense, whatever happened.
It was the receiver. He had his foot on the line of scrimmage.
Wow. All because of a foot.
Literally a foot. As now we're at 3rd and 15.
Wow.
The penalties are killing Jacksonville today.
Yeah. even though they have 8 penalties, they only have 17 more yards than us on penalties, which is really weird. We have
Now
5
it's
penalties.
3rd and 15. And now it's going to be Trevor Lawrence looking to pass. He's got some time, and now it's starting to get broken up. Now here's a pass, and that's going to be about a 4th down and a 4. And I wonder if they're going to. I think they're still going to punt it.
You think so? Aren't they over midfield?
They're already at midfield. Oh, I think they're
4th
going
and
for
5.
it.
Because if they punt it, it might go into the end zone.
I know.
And then they get the ball at the 35 anyway. When they're at like the 45 right now, it's 10 yards difference. So
this is going to be 4th and 5. This is very critical on both sides.
are they going to try to just make him jump? Is that what they're trying to do?
Yeah, it looks like that's what it was.
Yeah. Because they're at the 49. So that's about 14 yards versus what they would have.
Looks like Seahawks called the timeout, so it looks like they were not jumping.
Okay.
Or no, they were not trying to get to that jump.
Oh, no. Joe, you're playing the guy who has Jackson Smith and Jigba. You're playing GZ Easy. I'm playing RPO Tank.
That's why I'm getting wrecked.
Yeah, because Jackson Smith and Jigba has 28 points already, so that's why. Yeah, I'm not playing that guy.
Have you played the Immaculate Grid before?
No, what's the Immaculate Grid? Is it a football game?
I'll show you once we get to commercial break.
Okay.
Now we're at 4th and 5. Are they going to jump? Nope, no jumping. And now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass. Looks like he was held, and he's getting broken under pressure. Now here is the pass. That's going to be caught wide open. Why are they giving
And they get the first down.
They got the first down. Why are they giving up these big passes, these big plays?
Well, we had a player chasing them down. So we at least we had someone going after the quarterback. That's better than usual.
Now we're at 1st and 10. Life has been recreated, and the quarter is over. It's going to be the 4th quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But can the Jaguars rally and finish this game or beat the Seahawks? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the game. I'll show you how it's done.
Okay.
So you're looking for it's between these teams, and you're trying to look for the more obscure type of players, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
so between like Saints, yeah. So for example, Saints and Chargers, I'll go with Drew Brees, and it's probably going to be like a huge percentage. Yeah, 56%. No surprise there. Saints and Steelers, I don't know. Saints and Titans, I don't know. There's a lot of I don't knows on this one. Like, the Ravens and Steve McNair. Like football players are a little bit more common. Steelers and Ravens. See, I wouldn't know that.
Because if it was Ravens and Titans, I would have gone Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it would have been a bigger number, though.
What?
Would have been a much bigger number.
Huh.
Raiders and Titans. Oh, Randy Moss. Steelers and Raiders.
Was it Hopkins?
No, stop. No, I don't spoil it for me.
Oh, I'm not spoiling it to you. I was just trying to help.
No, I don't need your help.
Okay.
Not necessary. Okay, Ravens. And the Chargers. Ravens and Steelers. I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't know. I'm giving up. And we're back from the break anyway. So I got a 7-10. So next game you play, you'll get something like this one, if that makes any sense to you. We'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Now we're back from the break. And now here's going to be a handoff to the running back. And he's going to get a big gain. And that's going to be about 6 yards. Now it's going to be 2nd and 4. Now here's Trevor Lawrence going for a pass. Oh, that is not complete. Travis Hunter was the intended receiver.
Hunter would give you 4.6 points right now, so that's not great.
Now we're at 3rd and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to be a pass, and that's going to be caught.
But
that's
not
going
a
to be
first
brought
down.
down. Not a first down, but they may go for the field goal.
Or do they go for it here? It's like 2
May
yards.
go for it as well. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Because you think about how many more attempts you're going to have to drive the ball in this game.
We'll have to see.
Yep, 4th and 2.
4th and 2. Looks like they are going for it. They are going for it. They've been 2 for 2 on 4th down, so the chances are pretty high. Seahawks better buckle down on this. And now it's going to be handoff. Oh, no, it's going to be a fake. It was a read option. And that's going to be 3 for 3 for Jacksonville on 4th down.
But they are wasting a lot of time. This has been like a 6-minute drive.
That is true.
By the time they're done with the drive, it's going to be 7 minutes. So that's going to be a lot of time.
Me 1st and 10. And here's Lawrence looking to throw. And now here is a big pass, and that is going to be incomplete. And no flags.
Nope.
Travis Hunter was the intended receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad that number 29 is not being retired to Earl Thomas. I thought they would. He shouldn't have stuck out the middle finger, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think they would retire Earl Thomas's number. He's not big enough to. Because have they retired? Who have they retired? The Seahawks.
Walter Jones,
That's
Steve
it?
Largent, I think Cortez Kennedy. And here's Lawrence going for a pass, and that's going to be caught, and that is going to be a touchdown, Jacksonville. That was Tim Patrick with the catch. And now they've closed it to within a 1-possession game. Tim Patrick with the catch. And they're going to go for 2. This is where things can get dangerous. Now it's going to be a 2-point conversion attempt. Two-point conversion. I wonder how many people the Seahawks have on the field. Do they have too many? Nope, it looks like they're okay. Nope, flag's been thrown.
I looked it up. There's only been 5 numbers retired by the Seahawks, and Russell Wilson and Marshall Lynch haven't been retired yet. So you would retire those numbers way before you retire.
Wait, hold on. We got. Yeah, I knew there were too many players on the defense. So it's gonna be half the distance to the goal for Jacksonville. Somehow there was two. I mean, yeah, Mike McDonald was trying to call a timeout, but he would have been down just to 1 timeout, and he was trying to call a timeout. Mike McDonald is visibly frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
They had 13 men, yeah.
13? Not just 12, it was 13. Well, that's even worse.
At one point, they had 14.
Wow, that's pretty bad. But
yep.
Let's see if we stop them here.
And I wonder if they're just going to dive them through. And it gets to the running back, and
I don't think they got it.
They stop it.
Yes.
Even with the flag, it didn't matter.
Wow.
Huge stop, and good thing that timeout did not happen.
Yeah, because we saved our timeout, and we still stopped them, so it was still a win, even though. But yeah, they've only retired 5 numbers, and I would see that because I could name like 5 or 6 players that would be retired before Earl Thomas. You know, I can name 10. So, like, who would you retire next if you could retire a Seahawks player? Because so far we've retired. This is who we retired. We've retired 12, which was the 12th man. We retired Kenny Easley, 45. Retired 71, Walter Jones, 80, Steve Largent, and 96, Cortez Kennedy. Number 3?
Yes. His numbers do.
Yeah. But
so many Seahawks fans are holding a grudge just because he requested the trade.
Yeah, but the thing about it is he hasn't finished his career yet. Don't they usually want to retire the number after they finish their career?
That's fair.
Yeah, so when he retires, maybe they would think about it. You know, would you do Matt Hasselbeck before you do Marshawn Lynch? Would you do Marshawn Lynch first?
Marshawn Lynch.
You think so?
I don't know if Hasselbeck is going to get it.
You don't think he'll ever get his number retired?
I don't think it will happen.
He's high up on the list. You got to admit, he's one of the top 10 to think about, I think.
It's true.
Yeah. Would you retire Bobby Wagner?
Uh-huh. But I don't know if he'll accept it because he's been screwed over by the Seahawks 2 times. He was ghosted twice.
No, but retiring a number is different than them accepting it. You know, it's just a celebration. Like, would they show up for a celebration? You know,
No,
I bet he would.
I think he would decline, though. Maybe he would decline. He could.
But then would they still retire the number without him showing up?
I don't know. But Matt Hasselbeck, he was a 6th-round pick by Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And he was traded for his best statistical season, I think, was 2007. He had 28 touchdown passes, 39.66 passing yards. Yep, it's kind of cool to see Mariners advertising during a Seahawks game.
Yeah, well, yeah. What's interesting about this is that it's we've only retired 5 numbers in 50 years.
DK Metcalf with a touchdown.
Yeah, so that's a player that you think about. That's a player every 10 years. We only retire 1 player every 10 years of our organization, so we rarely retire players. If you think about it.
And now it's going to be, they're going to take the knee, and I think they're going to get those 30 yards.
Yeah, it goes to 35.
That's crazy. It
used to be 30.
It should be 25.
So I think last year, what?
It used to be 20 as well.
Yeah, years ago. But some are saying because it's at the 35, scoring has gone up because they're 15 yards closer than they used to be back in the day. That's. But that's huge. Them missing an extra point, them missing a field goal, and them not getting the 2-point conversion, that's 5-6 points right there. Like, Jacksonville has messed up 5 points.
1st and 10.
Well, 6, actually. It's 6, but that's a lot.
That was up to the 35. And that's going to be about 2 yards to Kenneth Walker. And the Colts, they are roaring back.
Yep, that's good.
Touchdowns with the touchdown.
We need them to win. We need the Colts to win that game.
Big time. Now we're at 2nd and 8. And now you're Sam Darnold looking to pass. That's going to be the pass to A.J. Barner to get at least a few yards.
Yep.
And that's going to be about a 3rd down, but I don't know if you can trust the running game to move the chains.
There's still 12 minutes left in this quarter.
Now we're at 3rd and 2. They're going to pass. Now here's Sam Darnold to pass, and he gets taken down immediately.
Wow.
Cooper Kupp was wide open, but he had no time to pass. I think they went all-out blitz. And now it's going to be 4th down. Still it's only a 1-possession game, and this is where things will cut it close.
Well, that helped my defense for them. Now they're at 3 points versus 2 for Jacksonville. So it's not like their defense has been horrible today, but
did you know that their nickname used to be Saxonville?
yeah, because they used to get sacked a lot. Yep.
No, they used to sack the other team a lot.
Oh, they did? Oh, I thought it was around.
Good kick by Michael Dixon.
Yep. That'd be weird if they ever retired. Like if has a team ever retired a kicker or a punter?
I guess so. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm like, that'd be interesting. Yes, NFL kicker and punter numbers have been retired by individual teams, though not league-wide, with the most famous example being Green Bay Packers retiring number 5 for both kicker Ray Nishke and place kicker John Stinnerdu.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. But yeah, they retired some kickers, so there's teams that have done it before.
That's why there's no better place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on that. Hold on, is this big enough? We should have
Wow. Ray Guy, the only punter inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, had his number 8 retired by the Las Vegas Raiders in his honor. Wow. That's an interesting one. Only punter. There's been one punter in the Hall of Fame. So it's really hard as a punter to get in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Punters in the Hall of Fame. Wow.
I'll be honest with you. This game is like a snore fest.
Yeah. It's not the worst game ever, but yeah, it's not that exciting of a game. Yeah.
I've heard of worse. The worst game I ever heard was a game that finished 3-0. Steelers and the Dolphins in 2007. They said that was the worst NFL game anyone would have seen.
I think more people enjoy watching offense than watching defense. Like a defensive struggle game isn't as exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like no team can get over the 50-yard line.
Now we're at 1st and 10. And it's going to be handoff to running back. Only by a couple yards. But I think even if they're deep in their own territory, I think they're still going to go for it on 4th down, as we are now at 2nd and 8.
Yeah. Career
Jacksonville
high for
has allowed 6 sacks today.
Yeah.
Career high. You're right.
Yeah, 6 today. In the first 5 weeks, they only allowed 6. Wow, we've done well.
Now we're at 2nd and 8. Second and 8. And that's going to be to pass. And here's Lawrence, and that's going to be caught. And he trips up, and that's going to be about maybe a few yards gain.
We stopped it. So now it's a big third down.
Now it's 3rd and 5. 3 of 12 of 3rd down conversions is Jacksonville. Thomas has really carried that team on the offense. Now here is Lawrence. Here's a big pass. That's going to be, he dropped it.
Yeah, he had it in his hands.
He had it, and it just fell out. Like, how?
And it'd be really crazy if you go for it here. Like, Jacksonville can't go for it way back here for 5 yards.
3 for 3, so I think they're going to bank on it. Something tells me they will bank on it.
Yeah. They could do a fake punt pass, but I don't know if they even want to try that.
Well, it's 4th and 5 now. Maybe a fake. Yeah, maybe a fake can happen. Mm-hmm. Well, why are you jumping? It's going to be a flag right there. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. It's going to be a no, they're not going to call the flag. And that's going to go back to the Seahawks and Horton. He calls for a fair catch.
Yep. So no flags in that play. So that was good.
I thought that was going to be a flag because I saw a little bit of movement on the receiving team.
Yeah, but I don't think they went over the line, so it was like, yeah. Oh, there's somebody else here. Imai.
Yep. No chance the Seahawks game duration will last 5 hours. Well, it's getting close to 3 hours now.
Yeah.
Because it literally is a boring game. I hate saying it, but this is probably the most boring game I ever watched. It is 20-12. Yes, it is, Ryan.
But we did have that one exciting play where it was Sam Darnold to Jackson Smith, a Jigba for the touchdown.
Remember when we had no idea how to say his name for a long time? Yeah,
well, they said it enough times. People have repeated it. The easiest way to say it is just say JSN. You don't want to say it. Yeah. Do you think some of the best receivers come from Ohio State or go to Ohio State?
Looks like they have, yeah. Okay, well, we got 2 field goals, yes. 2 field goals and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. And Jacksonville missed a field goal, missed an extra point, and Jacksonville also missed a 2-point conversion. So they've messed up 6 points. So the game could actually be even closer than this.
Oh, the Jaguars. Yeah, he's asking what the Jaguars did because Ryan's a Jaguars fan.
Yeah, they scored a touchdown. The Jaguars scored a touchdown and missed an extra point. And then they scored another touchdown and missed a 2-point conversion.
And they missed a field goal.
Yes, they missed a field goal also, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Joe, your score up top still says 20-6?
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
I just now noticed that. Maybe that's why it was confusing. Yeah. Yeah, so it should be 20-12, yeah. So we're good now.
Next Sunday is going to be the Commanders versus the Cowboys, Eagles, and Vikings.
I think it was the 20th is when we have the Seahawks. It's like a 4:00 game where the Seahawks actually play Houston. So it's Houston at Seattle, which will be cool.
Now it's Sam Darnold. He's back on. 4th game with 2+ touchdown passes in this season.
Yep.
Let's see what he's got. Man in motion. And it's going to be handoff to Kenneth Walker, and he gets a nice run. And he gets down, and that's going to be about 5 yards.
Yep.
They've been running the ball quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look at the box score and see what the attempts were.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold has attempted 22 passes, while the running has been attempted 18 times total, so it's about a wash.
Yeah.
Now it's about 2nd and 5. And he's going to hand it off again to Kenneth Walker. Not much room to work with. And
Wow.
Again, why are they I know they're trying to eat the clock, but this is not good time management. They should be passing. That should have been a passing play.
We want to be like, it's like Mike McDonald wants us to be a running team, but our running isn't always that great. We're almost a better passing team than we are a running team. We should just pass them more.
Yeah,
we
we
have better.
definitely keep passing. Yeah, so we're at 3rd and 7. And now this is going to be very critical. Here's Darnold, and now he's going to pass. That's the flag, and flags have been going all over the place. And I wonder what this is what it's going to be all about.
I don't know. The flags came out quick, though. Was it a false start?
Came out firing from all cylinders. It's going to be a holding call. It's going to be 4th down.
Okay.
So they're going to punt and give it away.
Yeah. Well, the saving grace right now is it's an 8-point game. Another big punt.
Inside the 15, a huge punt. Michael Dixon has also been carrying this team as much as anyone else.
Yeah. A flag. What's this flag about now?
What could it possibly be? Uh-oh. It's going to be on the kicking team.
Yeah, at most, it's going to be 10 yards at most.
Someone was not on the line of scrimmage.
Man, both teams have had that problem. Like, either over the line, not right on the line. That's crazy.
Very much is.
What do you think? Yeah, totally. Okay, Bridgewater, you're in.
Teddy Bridgewater's still around. He's a professional backup quarterback.
Well, did you hear he got in trouble? And
for what?
Because he was coaching high school, and then I think he was like giving people money or something like that.
Oh boy!
And then he got upset and just like left, and then went back to the pros and got a backup quarterback job. It was like he was like, "You're gonna get mad at me for that, for just trying to help people," you know. He just said, "I'm just gonna leave."
Now it's gonna be 1st and 10. That's gonna be a handoff. About 5 yards.
Yep. Well, as long as our defense holds up, we'll win this game.
Second and 6. Here's Lawrence going for a big pass, and that's incomplete. Ball intended for Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Really just waiting for the Mariners game, to be honest.
Would he have been out of bounds? Because his feet were not even in bounds.
True. Now it's 3rd and 6. Now here's Lawrence looking to pass. Now here's the pass. And that's going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down.
7 minutes left in the game.
Cardinals are now just taking the lead.
Okay.
If Colts lose, we can have this game. That's funny, Jaguars, man. Now the clock is still running. Now it's 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence looking to pass. Has all day to throw. And now here is the big pass, and that is going to
way
out of bounds. He threw it out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a flag.
For what?
Looks like it might be against Jacksonville because of the confusion by the coach.
Like one guy's smiling about something.
He's probably smiling in disbelief. Illegal forward pass.
Oh, it was over the line of scrimmage?
I guess so. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10. Got to be a false start right there.
Is that on Jacksonville? Yep.
That was, yep.
6.5 minutes left.
Mm-hmm. Nine penalties to 72 yards.
Yeah, so a little bit worse than us.
And it's going to be 2nd and 15. Now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass. That's going to be caught. So the inch are just a bit closer. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, but looking at the penalties between us and them, they've been doing that much worse than us. So
Shaq Griffin was the cover man.
Yeah. I think our defense has just been playing better than their defense, and that's one of the big takeaways of the game.
Especially considering that the Seahawks lost a lot of key players to injuries.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Tariq Woolen was an addition by subtraction. I hate to say it.
He has not been that great this year, no.
No, he's been blowing coverages like no other.
That's how we lost. That's one play that could say that's why we lost the first game of the season against San Francisco.
It was.
Like
He's been terrible all season long.
Yeah, you could blame that play on him, but also there's many different factors that led to that point, but still. Yeah.
It's like Jaron Reed is not looking too good.
Mm-hmm. Yes! Yes! Touchdown! Touchdown Indianapolis by Jonathan Taylor, which is my running back. Yes!
And my team's getting absolutely just burned up.
Woo! So... yeah, you're getting destroyed. But even with 104 points, you would have beat somebody. You could have beat somebody if you played the right competition this week, even with how many points you might score.
I know. 3rd and 6. And this game's really just
minutes
not
left.
rolling. Yep. Now here's Trevor Lawrence looking to pass, and the pass is going to be incomplete and no flags, and that's going to be 4th down and 6. And I would imagine that they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Where are they? Are they in their territory?
They are, but they're in the 40.
40, yeah. So if they give the ball up, basically we're in field goal range if they miss it. Yeah, see, they don't want to risk it. They think they can get the ball back one more time.
That's what they believe.
Yeah. Because at best, you get the ball back twice would be the best scenario, but you get the ball back potentially maybe once if you could stop the defense.
And actually, they're going for the punt. So they think they can just get the ball back because the offense has been really cold for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And that goes out of bounds. And Epic C Films, we're going to go to the Immaculate Grid for yourself.
Oh, for me?
Oh, wait, no, they're not. Nope, they're still going to. They're not doing commercial break.
Yeah. Well, what's
back.
Yeah. What's been interesting about this game is that our offense, I think, has done enough to win the game. It's can our defense hold on? Do you agree with that? That our offense has scored enough points to. It's just our defense needs to hold on. Because I'll let you eat, but yeah, I think that's the whole thing. It's like if we can get a couple first downs here, it'll make it easier for our defense to not have to struggle as much.
And Sam Darnold gets it over to Jackson Smith and Jigba, and he's really been carrying this offense.
That's another first down, so that could waste another 2 minutes there. So that's good. So we can get this down. Potentially, we can get this down to almost a 2-minute warning if we do this correctly.
That's what we're hoping.
Yeah.
Because now we're at 5 minutes left in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And now here is the pass. And what was that?
Way underthrown. That was on Sam Darnold. Yep, see, they're showing the Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So now they're up by 4. Which is huge. Arizona doesn't know how to finish games strong.
Neither do the Seahawks. Seahawks have had their problems too.
But they finish games better than Arizona does.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 19. Man in motion is Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's going to be handoff to Charbonnet. I don't understand why they're still passing, or running the ball. It's just that it's just not working. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. But Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker are just not. They are mid-tier running backs at best. They're not your franchise running back. I can take that to the bank.
Well, Zach Charbonnet has 4.4 fantasy points for me this week right now.
Now it's going to be 3rd and 8. And they got to get this or else Jacksonville gets the ball. Now here's Sam Darnold looking to pass. And now he's pressured. And that was nearly picked off. Or ball bounces. Oh my goodness.
What?
Just bad play calling is what's been killing this offense.
Yeah. But like I said before, with our punts and with our special teams and with our defense, if that just holds on, we win this game. Because we're up by 8 right now. So that puts pressure on them to score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion. So that's not the easiest thing.
But it also puts pressure on Seahawks defense.
It does. But so far we've been holding, and that time we got a first down on that drive. So that was actually been really good.
And now that's going into the 30. And
37.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I hate saying it, but this is literally the most boring game I've ever done. Like, offense has just been stalling.
The
throughout this
Seahawks. Yeah. Are you gonna say that it's been really boring?
Yes, because offense is doing nothing. But now Jacksonville has a chance to tie this up. And if they do score a touchdown, you know for sure they're going to go for 2.
Yes.
Now here's going to be a short pass and gets covered and loses at least a yard or 2.
The Seahawks defense has 11 points right now in fantasy, so they're still pretty strong this week. So Ryan says bon appetit, and Ryan says hopefully.
Now we're at 2nd and 11. And now here's going to be a pass by Trevor Lawrence, and that's going to be dropped. Now it's going to be 3rd and 11, 2 tries left.
Trevor Lawrence is 27 of 41 for passing. It's 27 of 42 now.
He's thrown 258 yards. Sam Darnold's 15 of 26. The Seahawks running game has almost been used as much as Sam Darnold's passing.
Yeah.
Now we're at 3rd and 11.
Oh, sleep emoji. Ryan sent sleep emoji.
Yeah, I know. And that's going to be 3rd and 11. Trevor Lawrence he's getting sacked. And now it's going to be 4th down, and I think they're going to punt it because they have 3 timeouts anyway.
Yes. And then we waste about another minute and a half to 2 minutes.
But they got to get first downs. They got to keep moving chains.
Yeah. But even if you think about it, at best, they get the ball back with like 2 minutes left, would be like what Jacksonville would do. And that's what they waste all their time.
They're going to punt the ball again.
So,
and that's going to go into, that's going to bounce. And that's going to go into the 20s.
Yeah. Like I said, at best, they get the ball back with 2 minutes. At the worst case scenario, Jacksonville gets the ball back with 1 minute. Like, that's like their worst case scenario. It potentially, if they can get the ball back, would be like 1 minute left on the clock.
A little bit surprised they're not doing commercials. They haven't done commercials in a while.
I think they're trying to speed it up because it's almost 1 o'clock and they have another game to get to.
True.
Yeah. And no one's
it's
called
cutting
timeouts.
It close.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to be 1st down and 10. Ball on the 27. And it's going to be a fake handoff from... Now here's the big pass by Sam Darnold. And that's going to be caught by A.J. Barner. And now they're already in the red zone. And could be a touchdown.
Look how weak he was trying to fend the quarterback's off. He's like trying to defend the defenders off.
Oh my goodness. What just that? A clutch throw by Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Do you see how the guy was trying to defend the defenders off? He's like, oh, he's like just did it with his hand. He was like so lightly. He's like, I don't want to mess with you too much, but I still don't want to get tackled. Like, look at this. Look at his hand out. It's like, oh, I'm gonna like try to tap you.
That was a big pass.
Yeah.
And he said it was a 61-yard pickup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if everything goes right, we're already in field goal range. So if we make a field goal, we'll be up by 2 scores, and so the game kind of is in lock.
Yeah, as long as they don't screw this up, as long as there's no fumbles involved.
Yeah, as long as they don't fumble the ball, they can run. They can do 3 running plays, kick a field goal, and the game's basically kind of secured.
There's a lot to bank on still.
Yeah,
a little bit of emotion there. Let me hand off to Charbonnet as they're just going to try to just run the clock. But there's still timeouts, so I still think you can't really just run the ball because Jacksonville's calling the timeout anyway.
Yeah.
So I think you have to still pass in some ways.
But think about this. If they run it and they don't drop the ball, don't fumble, they can get a field goal and then they basically are up by 11.
But Jacksonville will still have too much time to drive the ball downfield, score a touchdown, and then an onside kick.
Yes, but the rate of a successful onside kick is very low. So,
I know. But
Yeah.
still,
Like you said, it's still possible. Yes. No.
now we're at 2nd and 11. Man in motion. And it's going to be handoff to Charbonnet again. But there's still a timeouts left. Like, I don't get it. I am so confused by this.
So
Like,
Jacksonville just used their
move the
final
chain.
timeout.
No, here's what you should do. Move the chain, get the first down, and then run a play, then pass, and then run the play. You're not going to get 10 yards out of Charbonnet. I can tell you that. It is not going to happen.
No one's run game has been that good tonight anyway from both teams. So
that's not the point. The point is it's about strategy.
Yeah.
Mark who?
Oh, Mark. That guy, Mark, he's a 3-time Super Bowl champ. He actually was born in Anchorage, Alaska.
He was mostly of the Washington Redskins and the Denver Broncos. 3-time Super Bowl champion. 3rd and 12.
From Anchorage, Alaska, which is crazy.
And this is going to be critical. And they're going to hand the ball again. But this time they can actually run the clock more comfortably. But they should have just burned. They should have ran
some yards there.
They should have gotten 1 first down, and then you burn the clock. But you're still not burning much clock either.
No, but by the time here, they're going to get to the 2-point warning. So by the time the other team gets the ball back, it's going to be just under 2 minutes. So like 1:50. Which is, 2 minutes can be a lot of time, but 2 minutes cannot be a lot of time. So,
well, looks like they're doing commercial break finally. All right, Epic C Film.
Yeah.
Play this game.
Jonathan Taylor for the Indianapolis Colts for 1,000-yard rushing.
Yep, that'll do.
Okay. Ooh, that was a good one. Let's see. What's that guy's current name? The running back. I don't know if the running. No, it's. Trying to think who it is.
Keep going.
Yeah, I'm trying to change. Undrafted? Cardinals, undrafted. I don't. Oh, Peyton Manning for Pro Bowl for the Indianapolis Colts. Peyton Manning. Yeah. Matthew Stafford, Lions Pro Bowl. Okay, undrafted. I would say undrafted Pro Bowl player, Tony Romo. Woo! I don't know how I was so good at that category. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, and Detroit and Arizona. Undrafted Arizona Cardinals player. No. Colts in Arizona. Who's on the Colts and the Arizona?
Time's up.
Yeah, my time's up.
But you won.
Do? What?
You did better than me.
I did. Wow. But that category, I knew that undrafted category like saved.
Hold on. Now it's 4th and 7.
Mm-hmm.
We got Jason Myers going for the field goal.
Yeah.
And here it is. And it gets up there and in. And that's going to be a 23-12 game. This game just might be out of reach. But a flag.
Ooh.
You can actually hear the Seahawks chant.
Because if that gives us 5 yards, that'd be crazy. Was it on us or on them?
Holding on the defense. Automatic first down.
Wow. That's huge. That's even better than us making the field goal.
Now you can practically just take the knee.
Wow. A hold. Made us win the game.
Wow.
The guy's trying to show no emotion. He's like, I know I'm upset, but I'm like.
After this game, we'll do a quick post-game show.
Okay.
To go over the rights and the wrongs.
Yeah.
I mean, the offense was not exactly impressive. They could have scored a lot more, and they should have. But the defense was what really saved this game. That I think we'll agree on that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Which is why they're going to take the knee.
The offense was good enough. You know what I mean? Like, the offense was fine enough. They scored enough points to do their job. The defense held in there. When the defense holds in there, the offense doesn't have to do too much work. They have to be fine enough.
And they are going to take the knee.
Yeah. Because this is one of those games where, like, this is what Mike O'Donnell wants. He wants the defense to hold up and the offense to do just good enough that the defense can keep them alive, you know? And like I said, that guy messed up 6 points. Literally. It would have been 20-18, and the game would have been so much more competitive if the guy didn't miss all those things.
It's going to be another knee.
Yeah.
And yeah, this game is pretty much over at this point.
Yeah. But, you know, like I said earlier, is it that the Seahawks won this game, or is that the Jacksonville's kicker was so bad?
Seahawks defense.
You think so? Because if their kicker actually made some of those things that they were supposed to do, the game would have been a lot more competitive and closer.
But there was some critical drop passes too by Jacksonville.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true.
And this is going to be this should be the last play of the game, by the way.
Yeah.
And he's taking the knee. And that's going to be it. The Seattle Seahawks will go to 4-2, and Jacksonville will also go 4-2 with a Seahawks victory and a Jacksonville defeat. Now let's go straight into the post-game show, which is brought to you by this burger place.
Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I am back. So the Seattle Seahawks go to Jacksonville coming off of a tough loss against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Jacksonville was coming off of a huge, inspiring victory against the Pat Mahomes Kansas City Chiefs, and the Seahawks were the ones to rise, and they defeated the Jacksonville Jaguars 20-12, and what a victory it was. And some things that I saw that I liked, I think we'll just go straight to what I liked, what you liked, then what I didn't like, and what you didn't like.
Okay.
So what I liked was, I obviously liked the defense. I was at first terrified of this game because I was thinking, oh no, there's no Witherspoon. There's no Julian Love. I hate to say it about Tariq Woolen, but I don't think that was that much of a loss. Honestly, I hate to say it. You don't want to hope for someone's injury, but at the same time, we were also curious to see how the defense can do without Devon Witherspoon, or not without Tariq Woolen. So I like the defense. I think it did pretty well. I like Sam Darnold. I like some of the passes that he did. Some of them were really critical passes and good passes. He took some risk. So I did like that out of him. So those are my 2 likes. What were your 2 likes?
So my likes, I thought the defense was was improved today. So I think the defense played a lot better. They weren't giving up as many long passes and stuff like that. They were kind of containing that in the game, and they were getting to the quarterback more. I liked how I think another key to the game, like with the defense, was the blitz. I think the blitz, they utilized that a lot more, and that really did help them kind of mess up the quarterback's game and get them off their game. And then just for me, like other things I thought were successful was, like you said, like I think our offense is a lot better than people get credit for, especially our passing game. I think one of the big keys of our game is that combination between Sam Darnold and JSN. That has been very clutch this year.
And yeah, let's also not mention the fact that the Seahawks were able to perform. How many sacks did they put on? They put 7 sacks on Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That is something we rarely see, because the criticism of the Seahawks defense is that they hardly ever get to the quarterback. I mean, look at Baker Mayfield. I don't even think the Seahawks even sacked him at all. They couldn't even get to him, which is why he had so much time to pass. And that's why they got that victory. But this time, they stepped up very well. And also, Jacksonville had only suffered 6 sacks in the first few games.
Yeah,
and
5.
then this time, the Seahawks were able to get 7 today on Jacksonville. So I thought that was really huge. And now to the points that I didn't like. The stuff that I didn't like was this following. I didn't like that the Seahawks were just trying to run the ball so much. They ran the ball 26 times compared to Sam Darnold passing 27 times. I know that there were some moments where it just wasn't necessary, and it just wasn't working. Like Kenneth Walker, he had 10 attempts, 10 carries for 34 yards, 3.4 yards per carry, only 10 yards at his longest. Zach Charbonnet, 12 attempts, 24 yards, 2 yards a carry, and just 8 yards of long. So I didn't like that they were trying to overutilize the running game. Now, there were times I was like, okay, run. Like after a first down, we saw some instances they got the first down, and then they're like, okay, let's run again. I was like, no, try to pass and let's just try to move the chains. Like even in the very last moments of the game, like when we were in the red zone, I didn't like that they were just trying to run the ball over and over. I was like, let's just get the chains so we can just run the clock and then take the knee. But they were just trying to run the ball knowingly that Tennessee had 3 timeouts to begin with. So they were just going to freeze the clock anyway. So I think they should have at least tried to score, or they should have at least tried to move that chain. And there were several other drives where they was like, no, just pass. And I know you want to protect the ball. You don't want to throw interceptions. But that was the present situation, because Jacksonville at least did get it to a 1-possession game. So there was maybe a chance that they could have made a comeback. But I guess it didn't matter just because, well, they went offsides on that field goal by Jason Myers, and then we were able to take the knee anyway. So my dislike was the overutilization of the run game when it just wasn't working. Now your turn for the I didn't like.
So for me, some of the stuff is, I think one thing we still need to clean up, and we see it in this game, which is penalties. Like our penalties, if you look at the yardage and you look at like how many penalties we had, we were kind of neck and neck most of the game with Jacksonville. It wasn't like they really like were super over penalized than us. But if we can like reduce penalties, that would be a really huge thing and stuff like that. So just getting used to like keeping those down even more. So I think we had almost 10 penalties in this game, and that was almost like 100 yards. So if we can minimize penalties, I think that's a big, huge factor in the game for our team. That will make us more successful overall. And I think the other thing sometimes is some of their players, I think they rely too much on Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think they need to be more I think Sam Darnold needs to be more comfortable with throwing to other receivers.
Yeah, because he threw 8 of them to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And granted, he is not the best. He's a great route runner. He has great speed, but he's not the best at his hands. He does tend to drop passes there and there. But other guys that could have been utilized better, maybe AJ Barner, Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp who is known for masterful route running, and he does have the soft hands. So, yeah, I do agree with you that they should have distributed the ball a little bit better, but I guess it was working very well for Jackson Smith-Njigba in this game, including that 61-yard touchdown pass to Jackson Smith-Njigba by Sam Darnold, which did get them the touchdown.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that is the likes and the dislikes. Now we're going to go into the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, 16 of 27 passing, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, he had nothing short of an excellent game.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, 27 of 42, 258 yards. I mean, he tried as he might, but as considering that he got sacked 7 times, the running game went absolutely nowhere on both teams. I can tell you that. The best runner in this game was Kenneth Walker. And the other guy that they tried, Travis Etienne Jr., he only had 27 yards on 12 attempts. So very disappointing. And for the passing, or the receiving end, Jackson Smith-Njigba carried the whole thing. 8 receptions for 162 yards, which is my fantasy team is going to get absolutely wrecked because I'm dealing with GGEZ, who has Jackson Smith-Njigba. And let me double check to make sure I am correct. So I'm not trying to make myself sound like I'm trying to get people to feel bad for me. Oh, yep. He had 30 points in fantasy. So I'm pretty much dead from that game. But now we'll go into other key stats.
Yeah.
I mean, the ones who led the most sacks was DeMarcus Lawrence, the former longtime Cowboy. He pretty much led the way in sacks. And the Jacksonville Jaguars were only able to perform 1 sack. So I think I would like to say the offensive line did pretty well, keeping it all together. For the receiving for Jacksonville, Brian Thomas Jr. was the guy. He had the 1 touchdown. Tim Patrick had a touchdown. But aside from that, everyone else, I mean, they were well distributed, but they didn't really amount to really much because the Seahawks defense, I thought, did a really good job with the exception of some flags, some cheesy flags the Seahawks had. But aside from that, I would say it was a really good victory for the Seahawks. Sure, they should have scored more, but it is what it is. So that's what's going to be. And Ryan says it's pronounced ETN. All right. Thank you. I really needed that help, but sorry, buddy, that your Jacksonville Jaguars couldn't get that victory. And then Kevin Kirby was saying O-line has been crazy good in this pass protection. Yeah, the offensive line has definitely improved for this season. How many sacks do the Seahawks have this year? That is the burning question that I am wondering.
Yeah. The other question is that
they have 13 sacks.
The other question is, if we still had Geno Smith and we still had GK Metcalf, with the improvement to our offensive line, which, we have had a player come back, Abe Lucas, who's healthy now, and we also have the introduction of Gray Zabel. Would that have made Geno better? I don't know if that's the case, but
I don't want to know.
But what I know what I've seen from Sam Darnold is that from what we had before to what we have now, Sam Darnold has been really good at keeping and protecting the ball compared to what we had before. Overall, just looking on the surface, he's had the better protection and the better management of the game.
Things to look at is going to be Monday Night Football.
Yes.
That's what's going to be against the Houston Texans, and let's see how the Texans are doing. As of now, they're a 2-3 team with CJ Stroud, but with the you would think with the home field advantage, or shall I say home field disadvantage, Seahawks may have a good chance, and they usually do perform well on Monday Night Football, but as of now, I think it's a little bit too far to look at. But overall, I think we can agree that Seahawks had excellent defense, good passing by Sam Darnold, and they were able to get to the quarterback well. And of course, the stuff we didn't like was I thought they were being too run heavy when there were times where they just had to move the chains before they can burn some clock. So that was like my nitpicker. But aside from that, I think this was a really good quality win, and they tend to win the games on the road because they haven't lost on the road yet, but they can't just seem to get a win at home unless it was the Saints. And Epic Sea Films, any other closing stuff on the Seahawks before I got to get going?
Yeah. So with the Seahawks, I would say that we live and die by our defense. You could contribute most of these wins and losses that we have based on how well our defense has played. Even though you see things that are like our offense made a mistake here and there, It's the defense that put him in that situation. So we live and die by it because Mike McDonald is he was a defensive coordinator. So that's why we live and die by the defense.
Well, and that's gonna do it. And yeah, let's hope that the defense will get a little bit more consistent. But Epic C Films, do you got any closing personal statements? And I know you added one.
Yes. So live life, have fun, don't drink, don't quit your day job, and have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day, and must I say, go Hawks.
Yes.